I think last night we had all those tech issues. We got them out of our system. So we got all those tech problems out of our system. Now we are clean. We are purged of the sins of our past. So sorry, I'm making it weird. It's good to see you, Shark. Hope you're doing well. Sharky says it's me. I am the only fan. That's the thing. If I were to make an OnlyFans page, there'd be one subscriber, and it'd be me. Actually, maybe it'd be Gracie, but that's another story for another day. So what are we doing in here? I think we didn't need to clean this out. Yeah, this is the Dark Fissure, because we are on the Necromancer's Moon quest. We were informed to find evidence that these necromancers, or finding out how, rather, they were creating black soul gems. And we found some evidence. We found a book, I think, or some notes, like with the recipe, as far like showing like how they make the black soul gems. And while I was here, I was like, well, yeah, let's fucking explore a little bit. Why the hell not, right? So we're exploring around, and right here is when the game crashed last night. That's when we ended the stream, or the not just my game, but like the stream went down. So yeah, so let's just keep exploring and see what kinds of things we can find. There might not be a point. There might be a point beyond which we cannot progress, but we'll do some stuff beyond there. But before there, that is. You get out of here, Skeleton. Mr. Skeletal. My quarrel is not with you, Mr. Boner. My quarrel is with these nerds who refuse to draw a sword, apparently. He's just backing away slowly. Menacingly. Casting fire spells to a dark elf. Do you know who you are? Or do you know who I am, rather? Do you know who you are? Self-affirmation. Do you know who you are dealing with? I laugh at your fire spells. Your fire spells, they're like, they tickle me. They feed me, they give me power. Not really, but they don't, I think we resist like 75% of the damage, so it's just pitiful. Man, I'm having a hard time like hitting your ass. There you go, I hit his ass. They're just so wily. They're all slippery and coated in Vaseline. They're so oily I can't catch them. Are you? Hold on, wait, don't crash. Come on, hold together. All right, we're holding it together. All right, so last time, yeah, I know we had a little flub there. Here, I'm gonna see if I can alt tab, because last time when I tried to get back into the game, that's when it really shit the bed. So if I don't return, tell my family I love them. We're making progress. Yeah, we did finish the main quest. Yeah, the main quest is done. Dark Brotherhood is done, and Thieves Guild is done. So yeah, we've done quite a lot of things in the grand scheme of things, but still a lot left to do. And again, everyone's been telling us how great the Shivering Isles is. I'm looking forward to the pilgrimage quest. Like, there's a lot of cool shit still left to do. And I want to see it through. It's like I hate leaving projects incomplete, so I really want to see this through. And I'm confident that we can. It's just a matter of, will the game let us? Yeah, we've hardly done DLC. I mean, the only DLC things we've done are we've gotten all the unlocks for well, most of the unlocks for Frostcrag Spire. We bought all the stuff for Battlehorn Castle. We did the pirate stuff, whatever that was called, something Cove, I think. We did the pirate stuff. We did we got Maroon's Razor. We got the dagger. We got Maroon's Razor. That was a DLC quest. What else? There's a few other things we've done, but those are all smaller things. We've not done the big stuff. The big stuff. That's right, exactly. Yeah. Dark Brother and yeah, those were both real good. Those are both real good. So, although I'm surprised that I've been pleasantly surprised with the fact that the Mages Guild has some drama as well. I thought Mages Guild was going to be fairly straightforward. But yeah, there's all this notion of necromancer. Oh, speaking of the devils, necromancers. It's like you heard me. All this notion of like necromancers doing some seedy shit, and like people within the Mages Guild that are salty about the whole necromancy being banned thing, and like that causing this schism where some people are venturing out on their own and joining necromancer cults and trying to kill and overthrow Mages Guild leadership and all that jazz. So, I mean, I guess in all fairness, in Morrowind, there was Mages Guild drama as well. And Fighters Guild drama too. So I guess it's not that weird. I guess there's always like some weird thing going on with any guild questline. But it seems especially noteworthy. I didn't mean to take his cloak. Sorry, you can keep your cloak. I don't want you to feel like you have to be naked for my benefit. That goes for any of you. Don't ever feel that you have to be naked in my presence for my own benefit. That's not a requirement. It's appreciated, but not a requirement. Haven't done the Mages Guild. It's pretty cool so far. Like, it starts out just kind of so-so because you're trying to get the recommendations for the for entry into the university. So you're doing a lot of errands. You do some interesting quests for sure, but some of it is just kind of so-so. And like standard issue Mages Guild errands. But I think that's like kind of how it goes, because once you get access to the Arcane University, that's when things get interesting. Well, I mean, things get interesting beforehand, because Cheydinhal has some drama. The Cheydinhal Mages Guild has some drama. But you like don't really see the after effects of that until you get into the Arcane University questline. But that's kind of how it was in Morrowind too, because yeah, in Morrowind you do like some side quests for the Balmora Thieves Guild. You do some stuff for that one Khajiit lady in the basement, and then you graduate to the person on the ground floor. And then once you do enough of those kind of entry quests, then you do like the proper quests for the Dark Elf lady on the main floor. And then you go to Vivec, then you go to Alderaan, then you go to all like the other places. So I guess it's kind of like a proving ground pattern, not unlike this game. Watch and stream naked, enhance the experience, BDR. I'm glad you feel that way, BDR. Because that is the intention. It's not required, but it is recommended. It's like when you play a new horror game for the first time and they say like headphones strongly recommended. Nudity strongly recommended. Hey, what's up, Jim? Banned from the others for joining a specific one. I know that there is... What is it? I think Fighters Guild and Thieves Guild, there is some shenanigans where I think you can join both. And you can, like, do quests in both simultaneously up until a certain point. I think the way it works is that, like, after a certain point in the Fighters Guild, a spoiler happens that I will not name, but after a certain point in the Fighters Guild, a reveal happens, and that reveal compromises the Thieves Guild. And vice versa. If you're in the Thieves Guild, a thing is revealed that compromises the Fighters Guild, that you're involved with, or compromises how you would be able to be involved with the Fighters Guild. So I think Skeleton's, hold on, Skeleton's Champion, Skeleton Guardian. So something like that. I don't know if there was other restrictions though. I know the big one is that Morrowind would prevent you from advancing unless you had skills leveled up to a certain point. Like, you could join the temple and do some temple quests, but if you were only a fighter and had no diplomacy, had no spellcasting, you could never level up beyond like the base level. So you could join the guilds, but you couldn't progress at all unless you, like, you know, put in the work, put in the twerk for it. And that, I think, was a reasonable system. In fact, I guess I find it a little bit odd that, yeah, you could probably have 0 spellcasting at all and join the Mages Guild just fine. So I guess that's, like, indicative of the fact that they're not choosy. They're not, like, picky about who can join. Maybe they're, like, desperate for new blood. Whereas in Morrowind, maybe they're like more choosy. Maybe they're like, maybe that's like the lore. What's up, Elgaso? You just join them all, yeah. They exist in a vacuum. It's interesting. Well, I guess that's the thing. I guess it's kind of it's a two-edged sword when it comes to having those kinds of interwoven story arcs and like certain things that lean on another guild for storytelling or for like the plot devices. Because it leads probably inevitably to instances where, yeah, there's like broken bridges. Nudity strongly recommended. That's right. That's when Elgaso says, I'm in, baby. The spoiler, yeah, because the spoiler things, yeah, I think I know. I think we both know what point we're talking about. That giant boulder is a little bit sus. Is that it though? No, that's not it, because we came from the other side. Yes, there are indeed more things. More things and more thongs. I could use more thongs in my life, that's for sure. So hopefully with the lower resolution that I've set the game to, or set the stream to rather, that it's gonna put less pressure on my CPU, because yeah, this is kind of an experiment, but I think inevitably there will be points where my graphics card drivers get fucky. It's the question though, is when they do get fucky, will it be able to recover? Because it seems like that lack of being able to recover is like what's causing all these crashes and Windows issues to happen. So hopefully it means that the image is not as crisp, obviously. If anybody's watching this video on YouTube, it's yeah, it's not going to be as clear. So there's a trade-off, but hopefully it'll be more stable. And hopefully it's not like that much worse looking. Hopefully it's not like that noticeable. So like if I don't mention it, no one will think to notice it. That's ideal. So we found a spot here, and that is the only way to go. So to the Inner Sanctum we venture, but I should probably save first. I have no idea what to expect. And again, we don't need to go in here yet. According to the quest details, at least, we don't need to go into it yet, but I might as well. As they were saying, yeah, we found some info that we're going to bring to Raminus, the main quest giver in the Arcane University. But foist. But foist. That's how I live my life. But first. I was hoping we'd finish that lad off before he could summon a buddy. There we go. Because I didn't want him alerting his other buddies. This is a buddy-free zone. Buddy. Aren't your buddy, guy? Probably a bad guy. And now he's a dead guy. Dead gal. That is one nice thing about fighting mages. In a cave like this, when it's like a bunch of mages. Because bandits can be beefy and chonky, because they are usually more physically adept characters. So melee or bow and arrow. Less magic focus. But mages are all spellcasting, so you get more like... You get more squishy characters with fewer HP, fewer hit points, worse agility, no armor usually, so... get up there with sneak attack, that will seal the deal. Like, it will almost... If it's a decently leveled weapon, it will one-shot them, and you'll feel like such a cool person. Whoops, I shouldn't have probably jumped. That's on me. That's on me, big dog. What was that? That was a cool little shield thing you did. Necromancer adept. Adept at adept D's nuts, maybe? I don't know. I feel like there's a setup there. I just like the noises. I live for the noises. Oh, he zapped himself? Or no, he zapped his buddy. Yeah, I saw the lightning. I was like, how'd the lightning hit him? But I forgot that guy's casting spells. Wish to finish him. Or her, finish her. Got her ass. This cave is, I think, entirely lady necromancers. Hashtag girl boss. Hashtag slay. Well, yes, I am trying to slay. Alright. Mission accomplished. I lost my torch. Oh, man. Hashtag girl boss? Yes, yes. Well, I mean, that was a necromancer adept, although we haven't found the actual boss, so I can't actually confirm it was specifically girl boss, but yeah, necromancer diversity, sure, I'm all for it. Hell yeah. Frost shield 9%. I'll sell it. I think we have a 100% frost resistance shield ring, that is. So 9% is kind of like, really? Deadpan delivery. Yeah, I do. I don't know if I can always pull it off. I feel like I giggle at too many things. I can't say a lot of things with a straight face, and I'm too giggly. But every once in a while, I like to slip it in. People who know me know I'm a fan of slipping it in from time to time. Only for a couple seconds. And then I'm finished. Quickly. And then crying ensues. Roll of defense. Yeah, that's just okay. 2 pounds for 1,500 value. That's pretty good. Hobbit brand Deadpan. Well, thank you, Puzzle. You're always so encouraging. Just these two. Yeah, this was the Adept. And Adept are like, I guess, one step up from plain vanilla Necromancer. Garden variety Necromancer. And there is still even more. More to plunder. Don't worry, folks. Sadge Maroon is on the case. He's gonna get to the bottom of this. Is that a Gloom Wraith or a regular Wraith? It matters not. Actually, it does matter. Ouch. I am being silenced. I'm gonna go on a news program and talk about how my voice is being silenced. And then I'm gonna write a book that talks about how my voice is being silenced, and it's gonna be a New York Times bestseller. Alright, so yeah, he cannot be turned. Really not with my current turning spells. Although the one that I have is the best turning spell that I found yet. So I need to find more. Need to find like somebody that can sell me more gooder spell undead turning spells. Oh, we saw this earlier, I think. I think I recognize that bridge. Because I said that was the Sarlacc pit. Well, hold on. Yeah, we've been here before, yeah. There's the tunnels above. I knew I recognized this place. Sometimes you wish that, yeah, dude, too fucking real, Agasso. Yeah. Like, man, wishful thinking on my part, at least. maybe they want to be, maybe they wish they were being silenced too. Maybe that's why they complain about it so much. Maybe that's like their way of saying like, please, I don't want to do this anymore. If I say it enough times, what's the term? A self-fulfilling prophecy. If I will it enough times, it'll come true. So maybe it's a cry for help. Like, please, I don't want to keep up this charade. Being angry all the time and just hating everything. Sorry, I know I shouldn't get political pants out here, but still, it's. I think most of us know what I'm getting at. Anyway, so dead end. Hello, whomst are you, and how did I miss you? Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we have not been up there then. Because I thought I recognized this bridge configuration. Can I like swoosh up the wall? How do I commit the swoosening? Oh, endurance being drained. Your fucking shit is being stupid. Yeah, over encumbered. I know. Hit the dumbass spell. Except I'm also silenced, so I can't lighten my load. I can't pack mule myself. I can just kill this thing and sit here awkwardly. I can move. So the lad himself is up there. I don't think I can swoosh up there yet. So, oh, he's here. There must have been another path then, because I thought I had missed something, and I was gonna be very sad. Hey, Reaper Queen, good to see you, buddy. I was gonna be very sad, but then Reaper Queen got here, so now I'm not sad anymore. Excuse me, as I belch very loudly. Bonk. So that means we must have missed another path earlier. So let's explore. Let's explorificate a little bit. Just a little. We're just gonna explorificate a little bit. all over the floor, just a little bit. We've already been this way. Oh, you know what? Yeah, there was a... At the very beginning, there was a fork in the road. Let's just go back to the beginning then. Let's try that. White people happy. I like that emote. Yeah, it must have been back this ways. Got a bunch of draining of... They drained our strength and our endurance. And a few other things, but nothing that was damaged, I don't think. Let's go back this way. There we go, yes. That's what we like to see. This guy ran all the way around when he saw us from above. He said, target acquired. And well, now I feel silly. I don't need the light and load spell anymore because we defeated the thing that was draining our strength, but we have it for like another like 2 minutes, I think. So we've not been up here before, but we've seen a bridge made with a similar material over a gap that was very similar. So that's what prompted the Sarlacc pit comparison. A lot of coffins, only a few that we could plunder. No vampires yet, but lots of undead, obviously. Who knew that necromancers would have a bunch of undead near them? Crazy, right? Well. What do you think the pipeline is for being led into a necromancer's cult? Like, what's the gateway drug for necromancy? So you know how it is, right? When it comes to fringe online communities and conspiracy theory groups, there's always like not always, but oftentimes there's like the pipeline. Like, oh yeah, they started with fucking eccentric hobbyist groups that liked to talk about, like, I don't know, JFK assassination conspiracy theories from time to time, and that led to more conspiracy theory groups, and then suddenly they're like in a fucking like off the radar militia group, and they haven't spoken with their family in 20 years. I wonder how you get started into a necromancer sect. Like, maybe it's like somebody likes going. They really like listening to what's like a stereotypical goth band or like goth music. They listened to 9 Inch Nails a couple times. They got Trent Reznor's autograph one time after a 9 Inch Nails concert, and fast forward 20 years and now they're a necromancer. The Cure, good one, Algasso, yeah. What initially draws people to necromancy? See, BDR, I wasn't really thinking anything along those lines, and neither of us have said anything, but we both know exactly what we're thinking about right now, BDR. I wasn't thinking it until you said a perfectly innocent sentence that did not name any unsavory things or even hint at them, but I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, that is the... So it's either universal BDR or it means we're both a couple of degenerates, which, yeah, I mean, fair. I'll own it. I'll own it. So this is a dead end, and to my surprise, there's really nothing here. Was that like a necromancer head honcho that we killed? Oh, we didn't even kill anybody over here. Never mind. Yeah, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. The answer is yes. She was a plain necromancer. Maybe it's like they misheard. It's like, oh yeah, I'm into like, hey man, do you want to be a necromancer? It's like, yeah, I like romancing people by like kissing their neck tenderly. Like, yeah, I like romancing someone's neck. But so they misheard them. But like once they realized what it was, they were like, well shit, I'm in too deep now. I'd be really embarrassed if I were to turn back now, so I'll just go along with it, and then they're committed. Because in Morrowind, a central theme in Morrowind was that necromancy was illegal throughout the province of Morrowind. It's like always been, well, maybe not always, but historically it was illegal in time before the events of the game Morrowind. However, there was like a little asterisk that says, well, it's illegal, but, and the but was that, well, the Dunmer, the Ashlanders especially, and the Tribunal would like use necromancy more or less in a official state to like summon to guard ancestral tombs, that kind of thing. So like there were official uses. Yeah, here we go. This was the Sarlacc pit from earlier. So there were like official administrative sanctioned uses of necromancy by the higher ups in Morrowind. So there was like it's banned, but there was some gray area. Although, come to think of it, maybe the Empire was the one that said it was banned, and maybe that added to the friction between the Ashlanders and the Tribunal versus the Empire, which, you know, we're not always seeing eye to eye. As it is a central thing in both this game and Morrowind. So it's like necromancy seems, it's like this universal unsavory thing. Like, generally speaking. Halfway to Lichdom, you're on. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, you might as well go all the way, Elgaso. It's like, what? Yeah, what choice do I have? I either try to rehabilitate myself, but I'm too far gone. I'm too far off the deep end, so there's no saving me. It just sounds so desperate. Was there anything else in here? Because we know this altar was what you would use then to commit the sacrament and create a black soul gem. However, we're not here to do that, at least not yet. We're first to turn in our findings to the university. So we're going to do precisely that. And here he is waiting outside, which is a little bit ominous in the rain.
Have you been to the Dark Fissure yet? We need to know all we can about the necromancers. So you saw them. The altars must be infused with some kind of power to change over the soul gems. I shall pass the news on to the council. Most troubling indeed to know that these are not merely myths.
Not merely myths.
Also, their numbers may be greater than we believed. You have again performed admirably. You have my thanks, and that of the council as well.
We killed like 12 necromancers earlier, so the numbers are probably pretty good, but they're less good now.
Your role within the guild becomes ever more essential. You have now attained the rank of magician, and are freely able to access the council chamber.
Hell yeah. Now we're a real gamer.
Necromancy may be legal in Cyrodiil, but few will openly admit to practicing it now.
Oh, I guess I was wrong then. So it's not legal. It's not illegal in all of Cyrodiil. Just Mage's Guild is banned it, and like, yeah, other places don't like it clearly. But in Morrowind, I think it was straight up illegal. In Morrowind, it was like you would get fucking persecuted if you were a necromancer. So now we're going to the other dude that's in the council.
Let's do business.
Don't have enough magicka, which is kind of surprising. Mysticism, yeah, I've been slacking on casting mysticism spells. Speaking of which,
hello.
Hello, he says as he fades out. Hello, see you later. So in here. And here's the guy.
May I assist you?
So this guy is like the big head honcho. And this is the guy whose staff we stole, by the way. Part of the Thieves Guild quest. But we returned it. So, and they never caught us. They had no idea that we did the thing. Alright, I did this, didn't I? Yep, that's something I would have done.
Magician. Greetings. It is high time that we met face to face, don't you think?
I do think.
Laminus has told me good things about you. You have advanced quickly and show great promise. I now intend to put your talents to a more direct test. I have a difficult task that you can, perhaps, assist with.
I'm ready. Tell me about the Imperial City.
Before the Arcane University was founded in the Second Era, crystal tower on Somerset Isle was the source of all magical learning. Since then, the Imperial City has been Tamriel's foremost magical research center.
Cool. Rumors?
It is not always an easy life we lead, but the people must be served. Are you prepared to begin?
I am so ready. Put me in, coach.
Very good. Let me explain what is at stake. The Council of Mages has been aware of the increased necromancer activity in Cyrodiil for some time. It had been our position to sit back and watch what unfolded, but that time has clearly passed. We cannot tolerate these attacks on the Guild. Most of our information on the necromancers has come from an informant inside the cult itself, a Guild member who offered to infiltrate their ranks.
Sounds like a dangerous position to be in.
Yes, and we have for quite some time. Though the information he has provided is limited, it has given us a sense of their scope and power. The Council was initially reluctant to believe the information was reliable, but with recent events, they have little choice but to trust it. I fear that our informant is in danger. That is why I have called you here.
Sounds like a dangerous spot to be in.
Lucianus Elias. He is not a council member, but has long served the Guild here at the Arcane University. Aware of the growing interest in the Guild after the ban on necromancy was put into place, he offered to help the Council track the cult's actions. With my blessing, he infiltrated the group, and has fed us information for quite some time, until recently. I have not heard from him, and I fear for his safety.
Go on.
The lack of reports from Mucianus has disturbed the Council, and they are now concerned about the legitimacy of his information. A group of battle mages were dispatched to Mucianus's last known location with the intent of bringing him in for questioning. I argued against it, but eventually agreed to maintain order in the Council. I regret that decision, and that is why I wish to send you there. I fear the battle mages may mistreat Mucianus if they do not mistake him for one of the many necromancers no doubt present in the ruins.
Should have maybe given him the heads up then.
I wish for you to find Mucianus and ensure his safe return to the Arcane University. I do not want anything to go wrong. Please, hurry. The battle mages will arrive there soon, if they have not already, and time is of the essence. If, for any reason, they are unsuccessful, Mucianus's life will be in forfeit. You must make sure he is safe. Go now, and bring word to me as soon as he has been escorted to safety.
So interesting, yeah, it's interesting that they were like, okay, we're gonna send some battle mages to deal with the situation, but they didn't tell them, oh, by the way, we have an informant in there, here's his name, here's what he looks like, don't fuck him up. Like, you really didn't think to tell him that? Or you're a bunch of, like, amazing high-level mages, couldn't you transmit a message to him, or send a Dremora to deliver the message, like they did to Hieronymus Lex?
Mucianus last reported being sent to the ruins of Nenyon Twill, south of the Imperial City. That is where the battle mages went.
Nenyon Twill.
South of the White Rose River, nearly halfway to the border of elsewhere. I'm afraid I know nothing more about the location, or what you may expect to find once you arrive.
Very well.
Thank you. Know that I would not ask such a thing of you if I did not feel it was urgent, or that it was beyond your capabilities. I shall await your return.
Anything else?
Nenyon Twill awaits you. Return with Mucianus as quickly as possible, so I may settle the Council's fears.
Alrighty, Rudy.
Mucianus is in danger.
Mucianus. Not there. That's the Archmage's quarters. To the lobby. Alright, we got our marching orders. This one.
Well met, guildmate. Good day.
Does he have anything to offer?
Your tasks now come directly from Archmage Travin. Please speak with him if you're unsure what you should be doing.
Okay, so no other notes.
Take care.
So he said it's near elsewhere. I thought it said Banana River. Raina River. Although Banana River would be a pretty cool name too, if you ask me. So okay, I was thinking the wrong side then. Oops. Oh, it's right here. For some reason, I thought like, oh, I guess this down here is elsewhere. Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was like either north or west. I don't know why I thought that. So it's not too far away. I'm just gonna warp to Hell's Gate. Actually, no, let's warp to right here. A little bit faster. A little bit closer. These fucking dudes, I thought I fucking murdered all of you. So I guess they're left over from the smoldering ruins of their Oblivion gates. Let me cast you back to the hell from whence you came, foul beast. And of course, we are a few levels higher than the last time we fought these things. Slightly better gear. Only slightly, though. Battle music? Oh, shit. There was a point in time where we saw these guys all the damn time. I haven't seen them in a hot minute, but they're still annoying. They're annoying, but not nearly as clobbering. They're still clobbering me, but it's not quite as obnoxious. As their various body parts roll away. Red. It's like, oh, jeez. It's always like, oh, fuck. Turn that down. Turn that red down. Good lord. Dropped some frames too, didn't we? Yeah, that was like, I don't know if it was from that specifically, but yeah, it's like it got a little choppy, a little chippy choppy. So we are going. Oh, I was going the wrong way. Nenyan Twils. It's a alien ruin. I haven't done one of those in a hot minute. I think the frame rate's a little bit choppy, isn't it? It's not the bestest. I don't know why. I wonder what's loaded, what's weird. It feels a little choppy. Well, not choppy side. Storm Atronach. Oh, it's one of the Storm Atronach nuggets that somehow rolled all the way down this way. That's just impressive. Now, I think I've already been... Actually, maybe I haven't. I was about to say, I think I've already been to... Oh, the Inn of Ill Omen. That was a... Oh, no, that was something else. So the Inn of Ill Omen, that was when we began the Dark Brotherhood quest. GPU. It could be GPU. I mean, yeah, I'm not actually too sure what would be causing this to be happening right now. My CPU utilization is actually quite low. That's actually kind of surprising. I am still alive, right? Yeah, I'm still streaming. Yeah, my CPU utilization is strangely low right now. Because... Yeah, it's really choppy, wow. Because, yeah, usually when I'm streaming, especially like this game, the CPU utilization goes up pretty high. Is like out of necessity. It's real fucky. I think it's getting worse. I'm gonna save, I'm gonna restart the game. I'm a little bit worried that it's being goofy. Alright, well, at least when I quit the game, it didn't, like, cause any other problems. Let me check Task Manager real quick. I'm a little bit suspicious. But, yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. And... Details... not details, services, no. Performance, there it is. Because, yeah, I want to look at GPU. I'm just gonna have this kind of off to the side. Because, yeah, I'm a little bit weirded out by some of the behavior I've observed in tonight's stream. We've seen some weird behavior, and it makes me wonder if there's like, if I should be like more aware of stuff that is happening, as far as like, you know, computer performance and such. So I'm just gonna put this right here. Let's relaunch and get back to it, friends. Hopefully, closing and relaunching it will make it run a little bit nicer. Mini Rose, good to see you, friend. Mini Rose, how your stream's going, my friend? I haven't had a chance to watch you in a minute, but I know you are a fellow late night owl, so it's always nice getting to when I see what kinds of games you're up to. What's up, Dave? Little buggy. Well, like I said, I honestly don't know how much of it I can blame on Oblivion specifically, because some of it could be me. Well, maybe not me personally, but my computer. That's again old graphics card. My CPU is I think, pretty okay. I have a 2700X Ryzen 7 2700X that I got in February of 2019, I think. So it's not old. It's not brand new, obviously, but it's not old. GPU is quite old, though, so it's possible. But I've got, like, pretty good RAM. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've got a pretty good rig for a game this old, but it might not be, like, a matter of performance. It might just be a matter of compatibility, honestly. No, I'm doing well, Mini Rose. Yeah, you heard me earlier say that we've been having some weird technical snafus. See, right now it's smooth as butter. So we've been having some weird technical issues with only this game. With only this game and no other games, or at least very few other games. The only other game we had problems with once was one of the indie games we streamed during one of the Extra Life marathons. It was one of the indie horror games, and if it's an indie game, it might not always be very well optimized. So you know, there's always the chance of general fuckery there as well.
You're the hands of a healer. I'm honored to speak to the champion of Cyrodiil. What do you need?
That's me. I'm the champion. The champion. Do I have VSync on? Or they? Oh yeah, frames are definitely capped. Yeah, I have it capped at 60. Yeah, that's actually one thing that is kind of a bummer because I have a 144 hertz monitor, so you know the refresh rate can actually be quite nice, and I do have it when I'm you know just using the computer in general. Well, I guess frame rate is different from refresh rate. You know, like the hertz of a refresh rate versus FPS of a frame rate. So they're not quite the same. But yeah, it's like to get the full benefit, obviously, it would be to play games at like 120 FPS or what have you. But no, I never play games at 120 FPS or higher. Basically nothing higher than 60, because if I'm streaming, I couldn't stream more than 60 FPS if I wanted to, but I wouldn't be able to handle it anyway. My computer wouldn't be able to handle it anyway. So it's like I can't really get the full benefit of this nice monitor that I have. It's not that nice, but it was like $250 when I bought it 3 or 4 years ago, so it's decent as a second monitor. But yeah, and of course I never really play games off stream, so that's kind of the main thing. I feel the pain. Yeah. I mean, if I had like a 4090 Ti and I was like a big shot that somehow had access to streaming to 120 FPS, maybe, but I don't know. Like, I feel like that would put undue load perhaps on viewers. Like, I don't know if Twitch has the infrastructure to handle that, much less someone from a viewing perspective. So it's hard to say. Anyway, she has a candle on her head. Not really, but it's how it looks. I was hoping maybe she would have some side quests, but now this is just a chill little cozy inn. So nice and chill stuff. Got a little bed right here, little storage area. Although wait, another bed here. Maybe this is for when it's like a really busy day. Although it seems like it's pretty chill right now. So very good. Yeah, Mini Rose knows how it goes though. Mini Rose, what are some of the games that you're playing right now? Some games you're streaming or you're thinking about streaming. Look how smooth it is. It was so choppy earlier, but now it's like pretty all right. It was right after we warped in and we fought the Stormatronach and the Zivali, whatever they're called. So I'm not sure what the difference is, but if it's better now, I'll take it. Doing some WoW and some Pokemon. That's an interesting distribution of games. WoW and Pokemon. Continue your penance to earn the gods' forgiveness. Okay, so I think that means we need to do more of the pilgrimage quest. Oh yeah, Waste Shrine of Zenithar specifically. Yeah, that makes sense. So we gotta do more of the pilgrimage to make the 9 like us. Yeah, one of my buddies popped in earlier and he was saying how WoW has had some problems lately because a lot of people are trying to play the games, and to play the game rather, and that the servers are inundated with too many peeps. Because there was like a fairly big update that happened recently. So hopefully it's been okay for you, but yeah, apparently some are having a hard time getting into the games. How's Oblivion been? Well, I guess you probably heard me saying earlier that yeah, we've been having some technical snafus. Some of it is this game for sure, but some of it is perhaps also my rig, maybe showing its age in some ways. or just being otherwise incompatible. But otherwise, though, it has been good. When there's no technical snafus, the game is enjoyable. I'm still a Morrowind boy through and through, so I mean, I still prefer the old school stuff, but I do appreciate seeing a more modern Elder Scrolls game. Now, granted, there's still Skyrim, which is even more newer, but I like this one as kind of a bridge between, you know, very old and much newer. We did the main quest. We finished the main quest of about a month or so ago. Maybe a little bit more. And then we did Thieves Guild and then Dark Brotherhood. Not in that order. Actually, we did Dark Brotherhood first. And now we're doing Mage's Guild right now. So we've done quite a lot, although we've got a long way to go for sure. The servers have been kind of rough, and yeah, that's a shame. We do get the autosave. Oh, I know what this is. Or I know who this is, rather. Yes.
You, what are you doing here?
Yeah. You guys know the clip, right? With this guy? Where he's like, you talk to the guy and he's like, some are bothered by the Mages Guild banning necromancy, but others are all for it. And then you say, okay, cool. And then he goes, farewell. Then he gets murdered by a spike trap. That's what the guy, that's the guy. That's what he's from. The guy from the meme.
Fifth Raga, battle mage, sent by the council to find this traitor. He must have told them we were coming. We've got to get our hands on him before he tells them anything else. Who the blazes are you, anyway?
He sounds panicked. Like, oh fuck, oh god.
Has the council gone mad, sending you here alone? There's no time. The others, they were waiting for us. They knew we were coming. I'm the only one left. The necromancers retreated further in, but we've got to follow them. There's no time to waste. Follow me.
We must have joined in, like, right when everybody got murdered. He's a fast boy. What? Dude. At least give me a chance. Hold on. Hold on. That's ridiculous.
You.
So we'll skip through all this.
I'm the
So that's, again, this is the guy from the meme, and that's what happens to him. He gets crushed, but not quite that suddenly. Huh. So maybe that's like a scripted thing. Maybe he always will die. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. Alright, hold on. I want to see if I can do this.
You. Well met.
Can I do it?
By all accounts, he preaches that things in the guild have been different since Traven was named Archmage. They're more structured, but everyone seems tense. Be seeing you.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will be seeing me. In hell! Blech. So, the one thing we're missing... The one thing we're missing... Oh god, they're double dipping. The one thing we're missing is that there's like a guard. I don't know how the guy had this happen, but I think it's Mickey D. Or Mike D. I think Mike D has that clip. And I think in that clip, there was like a guard that was with him. Because, yeah, then the guard walks up, he's like, my god, he's dead. And then the guard gets fucking deleted. So there it is. We made it happen. We made it happen, right? I feel like a meme historian. Now, here's a skeletal. Oh, what? What the? So it only, I guess it only works for peoples, I guess. But you're not like a real skeleton. You're a skeleton's skeleton. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, fuck this man up. Yeah, that's a good clip. That's a very good clip. The original one, that is. But it's fun recreating it. Did I hear more noises? I thought I heard like another voice in the distance. I did hear more voice. Oh, it's a fucking people, dude. Well, the good news is that, what's his face? Archmage Traven was saying like, hey man, you gotta get there quick. Because if you dawdle, if you dingle or you dawdle, then our buddy's gonna get got by those battle mages. You gotta stop the battle mages because they don't know, like, who to look for. So now we get here and the battle mages are all dead. Well, we watched the last one die before our very eyes. My strength is being goddamn drained again. So, like, that was, like, a huge point of contention. And then we get here, and the last battle mage dies before our very eyes. So now we're like, well, okay, that resolves one issue. The issue of make sure the guy doesn't get murdered by well-meaning battle mages. What about well-meaning battle mages? Is that the clip? Oh, no, that's my clip. Hold on. Yeah, I wonder if we can get him to say "be seeing you." Hold on. I'm not gonna like grind this out, but I want to see if we can get the "be seeing you" one to happen, because that is the classic.
I'm honored to... Things in the guild have been different since Traven was named Archmage. They're more structured, but everyone seems tense.
Also, shout out to the headless skeleton? Yeah, headless skeleton in the distance. Oh, wait, no, he's got a head in his hands? Hold on. Yeah, he's got the skull in his hands. Oh, you're right, Dave. You're right. Yeah, I misunderstood, or I misremembered. I think in the original clip he says farewell, and then he gets crushed. But you're right. In mine he says "be seeing you," so we can say ours is the remix.
Fair.
Whoops. Ouch. Well, now I joined him. I joined him in the afterlife, and it did literally no damage. Literally no damage. Hold on, hold on. That doesn't seem right. What? It's just... This trap is broken. Hold on. I need to, like, line it up perfectly. Yeah, oh, alternate angle. Blah. Literally no damage. Did this man just have 0 HP? Farewell. Anyway. Ridiculous. Truly ridiculous. Okay, let's get ourselves a torch. A little torchy torch. So it's a little bit dark for me, which probably means it's much darker for you guys. Just done to the video. Yeah, I think in the original video he says farewell, and we got the farewell that time. But yeah, I appreciate that in the original video they brought in a guard to double dip. It's also worth noting that I guess, like, for whatever reason, the Oblivion gods have determined this particular battle mage really deserves all of the punishment and just the constant pulverizing, because it's just gonna keep pulping his corpse into a bloody mess. It's like, stop, he's already dead. Didn't have to do it to him like this. Alright, so we got some more necro boys. Some necky boys. Necky boys and necky gals. Uh-oh. You see nothing. Although I need to keep an eye out for, like, whomst is the guy we want to protect. Who do we protect and who do we attack? If they have the name Necromancer, then they are guilty. It's a good thing they all wear name tags. They all wear name tags that either have a name or their occupation. And if their occupation is bandit or marauder or necromancer, then we can murder with 0 impunity. So how convenient that is that we're able to telepathically sense. We got the Batman sense to tell if they're a villain or not. Somehow. Also, I should be casting this every so often. I don't actually care about Detect Life, but I should be casting this so we get just more mysticism experience. This mysticism is the one skill that I've been neglecting. Well, major skill that I'm neglecting. Get that sneak attack damage, baby. Took me forever to realize that works that way. If you turn undead on an undead creature and then get behind it and crouch and attack, it will count as a sneak attack. Even though they are very much aware of your presence, it will still count. Because it's like, I guess it counts as them being flat-footed. If we're going by D&D rules or something like that, so... It's a little bit weird that it works that way, but I'm not complaining. Because it benefits us greatly. Expert Calcinator, yes please. Get that mysticism skill up, baby. That's what we're looking for. Now, apparently somebody does see us, unless you're the person we're looking for.
Oh, you poor dear.
Mariette.
I'm afraid you're late to the party. The guest of honor has already left. And I do hate to disappoint you, but Mucianus is in no condition to be leaving. He's a worm thrall now, and shall be quite content here. A grim fate indeed. But one does not cross the Order of the Black Worm without suffering greatly for it. I shall tell the Master that you were here looking for him. Perhaps I'll bring him your head as an offering.
I thought she was gonna be nice. She was like strangely chill for a moment, and then went to violence mode instantly. And then ran her punk ass away. She said, I'll offer your head as an offering to the Demon Lord. And then I hit her once and she said, owie, I'm scared. So now I made him sad too. I'm making everybody sad. I'm not trying to make everybody sad, but it keeps happening. Oh, he heard me. Whoa, uh-oh, that's not good. Come back, game. Come back, we miss you. We saved pretty recently, though, so if it needs to give itself a moment, then I can offer a moment. No more, no less. So right when, so I got my task manager up. When that kind of goof happened, my CPU utilization was at about 50%, and my GPU was at like 20%, like 30%. So I don't think it's a resource thing that causes those like goofs to happen. I truly do think it's just the game not liking me personally or my face, or not liking something about like my system having a configuration that is just incompatible. But yeah, I think like Dave said, it's probably not like a resource thing. Even with streaming, because I was thinking maybe like streaming was pushing something over the edge. But anyway, at least it didn't crash, so we're good there. But I will save, because when that shit happens, that's the sign from the heavens to not tempt fate and save your progress. Save early, save often. Got some of those little magic trappies. There was a lad that heard me. There's a bunch of peeps over there. There's some Zambonis. He does not have a name. She mentioned that the lad we're looking for, and she knew who we were looking for. She named him, but she said he is in no condition to leave because he's become a thrall of the vampire, I guess? It was some kind of thrall. I don't know if necromancers create thralls, but vampires do. And I think a thrall for a vampire basically means like a non-vampired, but like mortal human willing subject. So like a human person that has not been turned into a vampire, but has like been brainwashed by a vampire to like follow in their lead and doing things for them. And I think like also offering their blood, but not like to be turned into a vampire, but just like, yeah, here's my blood, you can eat it. You don't need to like turn me into a thing. I think it's something like that. Hypnotized or that's a cool word. What's that? And ensorcelled. Ensorcelled, interesting. But yeah, some kind of hypnotizing thing. I think that's why vampires in like all of vampire lore, they're like seen as charmers. You know, they're so charming and so alluring and handsome or beautiful. It's like they have this like hypnotizing or influencing property about them that is just, for some people, is like hard to resist. Or if it's Twilight, they're all sparkly, and sparkly is cool because we like things that are shiny. Oh, I was hoping that wouldn't like get their Jesus. Oh, wrong button. I'm making all of her undead friends sad. That was a hell of a spell they hit us with, wasn't it? I want to knock her in the water. Nope. Well, okay, that works. Now, something hurt me a lot. Was there another friend? You have another buddy. Whoa! Knocked my ass down, goddamn. did a magic. To be glamored or to be bewitched is to be ensorcelled. That's a cool word. I've never heard that before. But I like it. I also like the phrase, did a magic. I'm going to do a magic, the magician announced. Before pulling a rabbit out of his hat. Is that like when the criminals say, I'm going to do a crime, smiley face? Or the part in the movie when he said, it's Morbin time, and then he morbed all over those guys? Came out of his hat. Is the hat his ass, El Gaso? I sure hope it is. I want the Spanx. Give me the Spanx. The sneaky Spanx. Sneaky Spanx aren't working. Usually, you get the sneak attacks.
Well, look who we've got here.
No, I don't think the vampire said that. Yeah. Or the vampire. Skeleton. Same thing. Although he is hitting his own buddy. Do that again. Do it again. Do it. Ouch. I want him to hit his own friend. Ouch. I do like the idea of the necromancer, or this, skeleton being like, what do we have here? Talking like he has a human mouth and a human tongue. Maybe he does have a tongue, but it's made out of bones. Bone tongue. We never did kill off that gosh darn zombie who's still running around, causing a ruckus. Where's the Zamboni? I think he might have gone to that door, actually. Yeah, I think he ran away. Oh, that's my torch, by the way. Oh, and I can't repair right now because of the dudes. All the young dudes. Carry the news. Go ahead and crack this open. I mean, if they're just gonna be chilling, then I'll just loot their dungeons and be done with it. Nope, hey, I knew you'd come back. They can never resist. Ouch, wrong spell. Yeah, the sneak attack thing usually works. Maybe I'm, like, not behind him enough. Alright, well, I'll just beat the crap out of him and be done with it. Whoops. Are you gonna go through the door? Yes, he will. What a cheater. Stop where you are. You stop where you are. There's a lot of... Oh, never mind. I thought those were all, like, life circles, but no, that was just the effect of the spell. The fucking strength removing and burdening nonsense. You do your worst. Now get over here and let me hit you, please. Cause I can't move, you see.
This ends here.
Did you, like, come over here and let me hit you, please? There you go. So annoying. Freaking burden and drain strength is such a dumb combo. It's a dumb combo that is very good at making the player frustrated. Give me all these potions that I'm definitely going to use. I'm definitely going to drink these potions, and I'm definitely not going to let them languish in my inventory for 1,000 years. And hoard them like a goddamn dragon. I would never do that in literally every single game I ever play. That's sneaky. Look how sneaky that is. You can't even see it. Yeah, that's sneaky. You can't even, like, interact with it through... Oh, gosh. There we go, we got it. Can't even interact with it through the banner. So something tells me we're approaching their inner sanctum. So I will explore that. However, as I always love to say, I like going the wrong ways first, so I want to explore around a little bit more before I commit to going that way. We did check all the corpses, I think. Oh, and I can repair now. Barring any other surprises. Oh, wow. Haven't had to buy new hammers in a minute. Oh, there's a button. Oh, shit. What's this do? Even more friends. Oh, shit. This is the guy. And he is not violent towards us. I'm glad I checked the name. I was like, hi, go. I've kind of panicked there. Some kind of Walking Dead. Report his fate. Ah, it's a shame. So he's not, like, gonna hurt us. So that's good, but yeah. That would explain why we haven't heard from him. So we found the guy. Found the target. But, so yeah. So, okay, so maybe that's an interesting little bit of lore then. Maybe whenever we're fighting undead, we are not just killing zombies, but they could have been like thrallified, like it's like a thrall of a vampire. Unless I'm mistaken, I thought he said a vampire thrall. Maybe necromancers also make thralls, and it kind of would make sense that they would. Because I don't know if necromancers and vampires would typically necessarily be like working together. So yeah, it's possible that I just misunderstood, but yeah, that when we're fighting zombies and shit like that, they're not just like random summoned things. They could have been like, they're not like a person that has long been dead that has been reanimated. This is like a person that they could have specifically sought out to zombify. Put him out of his misery, Piazza. Maybe I should, because yeah, the text said there's nothing we can do for him now. This is just how it's gotta be. Can we at least exact revenge? Actually, these would open too. Oh, this loops back around. Okay, well, the thing finally calmed down. However, I'm unsatisfied with it being calm, because the game really enjoys fucking this guy up, and it's harmless to us. Watch, 0 damage, 0 fucking damage. So it fucks this guy up and no one else. So yeah, it's all you, bud. Enjoy it. He's just gonna get pulverized for all of eternity. An eternal pulpage. Okay. So let's go ahead and head back then. Let's just fast travel. Back to the Arcane University, not too far off. It's 10:14 a.m. It takes us, I'm gonna say, 4 hours. Oh, the game crashed. Never mind. Wishful thinking. At least the game crashed cleanly. That I'm not a fan of, but I would rather it crash clean than crash and like kill OBS or kill Windows or just like put something in an unplayable state or in an unredeemable state. So it's not great, but I'll take it, as the alternative is much more frustrating. Let us continue. And it should have autosaved just now. Yeah. So, try that again. Oh, not this. To the Sanctuary University. I've probably said that a bajillion times now, haven't I? I've probably like said Arcane Sanctuary when I've meant Arcane University. I've played too much goddamn Diablo, man. I can't help it. It's in my bones.
How are you?
My bonular bones. That guy just asked how are you? And I'm like muttering to myself, my bonular bones, as I walk by him, and he's like, man, that guy's been seeing too many necromancers, or dealing with too many necromancers. This is what it does to you, man. Turns your brain into bones. Do I know this person?
Greetings, champion. I'm at your service.
If I've... Okay, she has nothing for us.
Not only has necromancy been banned from practice in the Mages Guild, but the guild won't deal with anyone who openly uses
Her head
it.
is very long. Now, I was wondering if she had any, like, spells to sell. I was looking for more
Try
spellies.
not to eat there.
I hope I can help.
You absolutely cannot. You have nothing for me.
Have you heard? That big galleon down at the waterfront? Someone killed the captain.
Really? I wonder who would have done it. Definitely not me. Anyway,
News of your task.
Farside, what's up, bud?
Your face looks grim.
Cereal or milk? I did see, I think it was you that posted it in the Discord server. Farside, yeah. Yes, cereal and milk. Yeah, I get my box of milk and then my gallon of cereal. Yeah, well actually, so Farside, I have a cheat. All right, I have a cheat code for this answer. You ready for my cheat code? My cheat code is that I'm lactose intolerant, so I don't drink any milk. Ever. Although, I mean, I could do like oat milk. I could do... I can't really, actually, I really can't handle almond milk that well either, unfortunately. So like some things I'm kind of so-so on, but like some I could do okay. No, I usually just, but in the rare chance when I do eat cereal, I usually just eat it dry. I don't eat a ton of cereal though nowadays. But as a kid though, I would typically eat it dry though.
Necromancy may be legal in Syria.
It's legal in cereal though, yeah.
What? By the 9, and there was nothing you could do for him? What a horrible fate. I cannot imagine how they could do that to him. So many lives lost. I thank you for trying to save him.
We did kill everybody else though. Soy milk, yeah, I think I can handle soy milk okay. I haven't tried soy milk in a long time. But no, I pretty much steer clear of pretty much all milk and milk alternatives. Just because I don't really like the taste of like regular milk, so I don't really try the alternatives. Although, you know, I will say I like things that have been made with coconut milk, or like drinks that have been mixed with coconut milk. So that would probably be an option that would work decently well. So yeah, maybe I should give it like kind of more tries. But yeah, like I've always kind of been put off by the overall taste and texture of just milk in general. So I've never really had much incentive to seek out non-dairy alternatives.
Before we continue, you should speak to Raminus Polus about your advancement within the guild.
Okay, sure. It's interesting because in Morrowind, everyone take a drink. I'm about to talk about Morrowind. In Morrowind, not that one. You would sometimes have to do a couple of quests before you get an advancement. In this game, you do like one quest and you're like, all right, new promotion,
I
buddy.
hope I can help. You are a magician no more. Guild members shall now address you as Warlock. Congratulations.
Warlock, that's cool. You like coconut, but you don't like coconut milk. I feel like I'm the opposite situation. I like coconut flavored things, but things that have like coconut shavings or coconut like slivers, I don't really like too much because the texture bothers me. But coconut milk, I think is, I don't know, like, I don't know if I like it enough to just drink it straight, but I think it's nice when it's in things. Coconut milk and honey? Oh, wow. Honey grams, that is? That sounds nice, yeah. Yeah, Farside raises a good point. That sounds pretty chill. Rationalize, good to see you, bud. Rationalize, I recognize you from the Noita community. Good to see you, bud. We're playing some Oblivion right now, so bit of a different game from Noita, obviously, but that is a game that I do wish to come back to at some point. I was watching Alias and Solar and I think Violet were doing like a 3-person co-op playthrough using Noita together, and I was thinking that looked kind of fun. So I talked to a couple of my friends to see if they'd be down and doing some Noita co-op plays. I think we might do that at some point over the next few weeks. So I want to get back and doing more Noita because that is always a good game.
Adamus Philida has been killed.
Oh yeah, we did that too.
Goodbye.
We did all that stuff. Have I ever played Morrowind? Yeah. Piaz is like, Alex, remember that one time you talked about Morrowind and you wouldn't shut the fuck up? That is, name one time I've waxed poetic about Morrowind. Never happened. You cannot do it. And it definitely didn't happen 5 minutes ago.
What happens to the Empire now?
Oh, that's nice of you to say, Rationalize. What were we talking about? We were talking about something in Solar's chat. A bunch of us were shitposting about something. Which is what you do. When you're in Solar's chat, you gotta give him shit because he's a good guy. Now, we all like Solar. He's a cool dude. And I'm not even sure what it was. Every stream ever, I will talk about Morrowind. Even if I'm not playing an Elder Scrolls game, it's gonna happen. it's like it's like the one thing where the guy's like, he's like, no rapping tonight, okay? Every time you start freestyle rapping, you always rap about Patrick Swayze. It's embarrassing. It's like, all right. After 2 drinks, uh-oh, y'all, it's getting a little hazy, and the guy's like, oh, fucking, here we go.
Are you prepared to begin?
I am prepared.
Count Hasseldor of Skingrad has contacted the
That
council.
guy.
He claims to have information that is vital to us. He has requested that you personally travel to Skingrad to obtain this information. I cannot
I'll do
stress
it.
how important it is that our relationship with Hasseldor be preserved. I expect you to visit him immediately.
What he's getting at is, oh yeah, Hasseldor, the guy that we've worked with in the past, but we keep pissing him off because we keep spying on him because we secretly don't trust him because we know he's a vampire. So it's like we keep pissing him off, and he's like, he knows what we're up to. Anyway, we need you to go like patch things up because we keep fucking him up, and we need to not fuck him up too much.
I am unsure as to why he has requested that you, of all people, should be the one to visit him.
Because I'm the
I have
favorite.
no wish to put you in harm's way. Please travel there as soon as possible.
You got it, fam.
Please pay a visit to Count Hasseldor in...
Okay, nothing else. Nothing else new.
Count Hasseldor
I'm on it.
awaits your...
Consider it done.
Good afternoon.
He's just chilling out here, by the way. What? Actually, what is this guy's role?
The champion of Cyrodiil.
That's me. He has nothing. Okay.
Farewell.
Because I feel like we see him a lot on this exact spot, just gazing at the door, longingly, wishing to insert himself into the clandestine opening. Actually, speaking of inserting them, speaking of doing things in places, I need to use the restroom real quick. So I'm gonna fast travel to Skingrad, and the game is not gonna crash. Right, there we go. So I'm gonna take a brief BRB because I need to use the potty, and I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to take Dexter out as well, my little doggy. Skingrad, and we gotta meet with a Count again. Now this time we don't have like the buddy, we don't have the fella that we can meet with, the fella that has the connection with the Count. So I'm not sure who we need to talk to gain an audience with this guy, but maybe he's got a new fella this time. Who knows? Because yeah, last time his assigned fella turned out to be a necromancer, and he tried to murder us, which was pretty cool. It actually wasn't cool, but it was a thing. Are you the person now? No. Well, maybe. Yeah, the quest marker is pointing us towards her.
You are here to see the Count, yes? He has been expecting you. Please, wait here. I shall inform him of your arrival.
So we have a new buddy, and this person is probably not going to try to kill us. Hopefully. Probably, hopefully. I just noticed that she's wearing green, and the previous dude that worked for him was wearing green, and Shrek over here is also wearing green, and his skin is green. So, I'm seeing a pattern. What's up, Musicify? Memories of USB mods? USB mods. What would that stand for? Unless you mean like take like a flash drive and plug it in and get mods installed some like that way somehow. Good to see you, by the way, Musicify. I hope you're doing well, buddy. She said he would be right out. Should I check on them, make sure everyone's all right? You're not dead, are you? Nobody exploded, please? No one's head fell off? Reach my chair a little bit. Bloop. Okay, just took a minute.
You've got some nimble fingers. The Count is on his way.
Okay. Thank you for complimenting my nimble fingers. I don't know how I feel about this. You ever walk up to somebody that you've never met before and say, I like your nimble fingers? Alright, so he's on his way. Please be patient. I'll be patient. Oh, for the 360. That makes sense. I was thinking PC modding, but yeah, console modding makes perfect sense. Yeah. So that was like... Yeah, that's a good point. I bet that was kind of like a cool underground scene back in the day. Yeah, because before it became available on PC, or at least as available. So, because most people when they played this, at first at least, probably got their start on the console version, the 360 version.
Welcome, Guild Mage. We meet again, although in different circumstances.
And hopefully
I
more
fear
positive
this time
ones.
You may find the results no more to your liking than the last. Less so, perhaps.
Well, shucks.
The information I have for your guild will not be met with smiles and handshakes, I fear.
Will it be met with butt slaps and blowjobs, hopefully? Quite nimble fingers, you. I know, Abalama. Yeah, exactly. That's like the standard greeting. It was incredible game saves. Oh, really? For this room in particular? Oh, wait, for this game. Had a room. Sorry, I misread. But with, like, overpowered stuff. That's awesome. Yeah, I bet that was, like, really cool back then, because I'd imagine, like it said, this was before modding was like, more mainstreamified, so that was probably, like, a more tight-knit scene. It was probably more niche. So I bet that was kind of cool being, like, on the cutting edge of... Maybe not cutting edge, necessarily, but, like, in, like, the early adoption kind of group of people, modding their game saves, modding the Xbox to accept modded files, that kind of thing. I bet that was like really slick back in those days. You have a mini nuke launcher. Oh my god. Oh, in Fallout 3 specifically. I was gonna say a mini nuke in this game. What? Yeah. I got you. In Fallout 3, infinite ammo. Yeah, I bet there was all kinds of cool stuff like that. The only really like modding for consoles I've ever done was I did the what is it? It's like the Stack Overflow method of applying mods to a Wii, so that Gecko would be loaded through an SD card without actually having to install the homebrew launcher, or without having to, or the homebrew channel rather, and not having to like crack the console at all. It was just an SD card hack that once you reset the console, it would be back to normal. So it was like very low risk and low entry, like low depth modding, so it was nothing substantial, and it was only to play Brawl mods, specifically Brawl Minus, which was a hilarious shitpost mod that I loved. That'd be a fun thing to play on stream at some point. But anyway, let's see what information we got.
I called you here because from our previous encounter, I believe you can be trusted. Consider the implications of that as you handle a small matter for me.
Small matter.
Surprised? Nothing is for free, mage. There is a small nuisance I would have you deal with before I tell you what I know. One good turn deserves another, after all.
Why can't you just tell me now? Alright, what's the
It is a
problem?
minor situation, to be sure, but neither I nor my guards can become directly involved.
We'll see how minor it really is.
Vampires has sprung up in Blood Crust Cavern.
Blood
southeast
Crust.
of the town. They are a threat to the town and must be eliminated. Their presence has drawn a group of vampire hunters to town, following rumors of vampires in Skingrad.
Okay, I can see how that could be a problem.
While I do not believe my identity has been compromised, I do not wish to take any chances, and so cannot act on either matter. You, however, can act with impunity, and so will take care of it. Then, I will tell you what I know.
Alright, fam. Blood Crust Cavern. Do you think it was named that before the vampire set up shop there? Or was it always named that? Oh, yeah. No, it's okay. It was named after Billy Bloodcrust. That was the family name, so, you know, we decided to name the cavern in their honor. No, I think it was named because of the vampires, not
What do you wish to
beforehand.
know about it?
Where is it?
The cavern is a short distance east of the castle, far enough from town that few residents have reason to pass by it, thankfully. I assure you, I am not responsible for them.
Ooh.
I would never be so
I wasn't trying to imply that.
Where there are mindless animals, predators are never far behind. This is not the first time such a thing has happened.
Yeah, I asked him, like, hey, man, why are they here? And he's like,
On
fuck
some
you. It's like,
level,
I'm
they're
sorry.
aware of my presence. Whether they covet all that I have or simply wish to see it destroyed, I do not know.
Interesting.
They have given in to their instincts and are little more than animals. They need to be exterminated, one way or another.
Okay, so, yeah, he's saying this keeps happening and that the vampires are targeting him specifically. Yeah, interesting that they would have Well, I guess it's not surprising they would be holding like some ill will towards him.
Very well.
He seems to take it personally. Yeah, physical mods, flash. Yeah, flash the system, exactly. Just the modding tools and game saves. That's really fun, dude. Minecraft, Halo 1. Oh, really? That's kind of cool that they allowed it in the end user license agreement. I would assume it would always be forbidden, but that's kind of nice, actually. Pushing things to try to get things. Yeah, that's what's fun about it. And like I said, that's why I kind of dabbled slightly with it back in the day. I actually wish to dabble slightly with it nowadays as well, because there are ways to hack Switches, Nintendo Switch that is, and there are some really cool Smash Ultimate mods I would like to try out. None that I would play online, obviously, but just for fucking around with single player mode, like randomizer mods, I think would be kind of neat. So in a similar sense, Musicify, it's something I'm still interested in. But yeah, I bet in the early days, I bet in those early days in particular, it was really fun.
I believe the rugged climate of Bruma suits Narina Carvane. She's tough and cold, but you always know what to expect from her.
Tough and cold. Tell me about the vampire hunters.
A troublesome lot. I expect you to deal with them.
They get to murder them too?
There are at least 3 of them. I know only one by name, a wood elf, called Eridor. He's rather good from what I understand. I could handle them myself, but it would be unwise to display my prowess in public. That is the folly of the young and proud. Of course, should you be caught murdering them in the streets, the guards will respond accordingly. I can't be connected with this, remember?
Gotta deal with it subtly, of course.
This I cannot say. I have refrained from expressing too much interest, lest their attention be turned towards the castle. The citizens will likely know more. I imagine many have noticed their presence here.
Haven't had a reason to do it too much. If there's a new Switch hack. The tricky thing about hacking Switches, to my understanding, is that it depends on your... it depends on when you would have bought the Switch. Because it depends on, like, your... I guess the is it the firmware? Or the serial number? There's like a... if you were to buy a brand new Switch, or like an OLED Switch, it would be... I don't want to say it's unhackable, but the hacking tools that are available right now probably wouldn't work on it. If you have an older Switch, then it might work. There's like a website that has like all the info on, check the serial number. If it has this, this, and this, then check this. And if this fits this particular paradigm, then you're golden. Then you can hack then you can do these like soft modding strats, or even hard modding strats for that matter. But it's like really persnickety. It's the kind of thing where I think if you have a certain like model type or like model number or a serial number that's like within these bounds, even if you've updated the firmware to the latest, like, or the latest system version, I think you can still mod it. But to be honest, it's been a few months since I've last looked at it. So yeah, I'm a little bit fuzzy on the details, but there are some restrictions. But you know how these things go, right? Like a thing is available for some amount of time, and it's only a matter of time before more modding tools become available. So I expect it will blossom further, despite hardware manufacturers trying to clamp down. It is inevitable. So that's just how it goes.
Kill them. Run them out of town. Do what you will. I simply want them gone. Of course, should you be caught murdering them in the streets, the guards will respond accordingly. I cannot arouse further suspicion by offering leniency to you, should you find yourself on the wrong side of the law.
So don't fuck up, and don't get caught fucking up.
Very well.
We got to deal with the vampires and the vampire hunters. Vampires we murder. Vampire hunters, if there's a way to diplomatically escort them out, we'll do that, but we'll see.
I shall await your return. How are you? Fantastic. Thanks
What
for
in the world?
asking.
Oh, I was like, he's talking to the person again?
Good day.
Does the Steam Deck? Looks the Nintendo Switch look bad? Well, I mean, I guess it depends on like if we're talking about like the third party games. Cause yeah, there's really, for me at least, there's not really much reason for me to to like buy, or for me to, well, I only have a Switch, so I wouldn't really have much need to buy a Steam Deck. But if I had a Steam Deck and I wasn't really interested in the first party games, then yeah, there really would be no reason. But for me, I have a PC, obviously. That's what I'm playing right now. So I don't really have any desire to play third-party games on Switch too much. And I don't really care about the handheld aspect of it. It's nice, but it's not something I use very often. For me, it's more about the first-party Nintendo games, console exclusives and all that jazz. So that's what I'm more into. But it depends though, yeah, because like if someone was kind of so-so on the console exclusives or the first-party games, and they were more interested in the indie games or third-party games, and they were kind of sad about or not a fan of how the Switch is not a very powerful system, but they saw the Steam Deck and that interested them, then yeah, it's a no-brainer. Like, that's an easy solution. Or easy decision.
Erador says I ain't supposed to chat with people in town. Sorry.
So he's one of the guys. One of the vampire hunters, most likely. He refuses to speak with us, so Erador needs to be our first contact. In fact, yeah, there's the cave is out here. Let's deal with the cave first, actually. Yeah, let's deal with that first, because if we deal with the vampires, then we can, like, use that as a bargaining chip to say, no, it's like, yeah, I've dealt with the vampires, they're all gone. If that would convince them. This way. It's down, wait, it's down here? It's not showing up on the map. The game saves. Emulators and backwards compatibility. Keeping your saves is a dangerous device to game on. Interesting. Do you mean like the cloud compatibility, or what is it? Yeah, cloud saving compatibility or something? Because oh, I can just warp to it. Oh, I guess I've been there before. Because yeah, I know that you need the what is it, the online service to get the cloud backups, that kind of thing. I don't know about it being like a dangerous device. I'm guessing you mean like if you lose the saves, but you can back up to an SD card, can't you? It's a little bit janky. Well, I figure it's still pretty early on, so I figure some jank is to be expected. But I'm sure that'll kind of even out over time. Blood crust. There it is. The cloud backups, yeah. Yeah, the cloud backups, right, yeah. So yeah, so I guess that's probably what you're getting at, is that like if you don't have that, then you're playing without backups, so you're, well, if it's a digital copy at least. Obviously if it's a physical copy you're fine, but yeah. Yeah, because that is a valid frustration, a valid point of contention, where cloud backups are kind of locked behind that premium service. Can't back up the digital games. You're probably right. I wouldn't doubt it, or at least not like a officially sanctioned way. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So, I think physical games probably do, but whoop, I want to be sneaky. I might not be sneaky. Whatever he is, it's gone now. Don't worry, I'm not standing right in front of you, or crouched right in front of you. Wanna be sneaky mans. It's actually a time where this comes in handy, so I can see them through the walls. She's gonna turn around right as I get close. Blood crust vampire. I got the crusty vampire. Delicious. Do you eat your vampires with the crust or without the crust? It's so fucking weird. I'll take your arrows. And your dusty arrows. Dolphin emulator and Smash Ultimate. Smash Ultimate? Do you mean like Melee? Or I guess Brawl, because Dolphin, well, yeah, Dolphin can't play Switch games. You would need, well, I don't know. I've heard Switch emulation is kind of so-so right now for some games. Well, and also you wouldn't be able to play online, which, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe there's like soft mod ways for it, but yeah. But I know what you mean though. Yeah, if you had like, because yeah, you can probably load emulators onto the Steam Deck. Nintendo got off their high horse. You mean like the whole thing about the Steam back or the cloud backups? Because yeah, that's I could see that being a point of contention. I don't know if it's a deal breaker for a lot of people, but it's definitely frustrating. Playing Smash Ultimate on PC. Yeah, I figure it probably is emulatable because there is a Switch emulator. I've heard it's kind of so-so for some games. It emulates some games pretty well, others not so much. But I mean, let's be honest, the Smash community is always like super into these kinds of things. Oh, I've been here before. Is always like on the forefront of modding and emulation, whatnot. So I'm sure they're one of the main purveyors of Dolphin emulator.
Who's there?
So doesn't surprise me that yeah, that Ultimate would be one of the first ones to work pretty dang well. But I think for a lot of people, it'd be a question of getting the online to work. I mean, they got excuse me? Oh, more behind me? No, it's not. Okay. The fact that Dolphin now has rollback net play means that nothing is impossible. So, like, you know, we might get there eventually if it's not working right now for like online play. But it's tricky when it's actively being maintained right now. Like, that's the thing, because, you know, Melee never had online multiplayer. So they were able to kind of build it from the ground up, whereas when it already exists, they have to kind of build around the existing architecture. Or build within it, I guess. So that probably makes it complicated, or more complicated, but I bet eventually that'll be doable. Also vampires, so getting the what is it, the vampire common cold. Who's there?
Hello? Who's there?
It's no one. It's just the wind. Who's there? It's just the wind. Oh, if you say so.
Where are you?
Oh, he's still hidden. Oh, I shouldn't have stood up. I didn't realize that I remained hidden. I'm trying to be sneaky, boys. Huntsman moccasins. It's just fun to say. See, I'm still hidden. Somehow I'm still hidden. I love how that works sometimes. You'll smack them, they'll be like, I don't know. Might have just been the wind that just stabbed me for 6 times damage. It's a principle thing. Let's see. Just not a big Nintendo guy. Spend a bunch of money on something, it becomes a landfill after a while, with no recourse for the games and their saves. No, I mean I get what you're getting. I think I get what you're getting at, because like it is a point of frustration for a lot of folks where there's the like the Wii is a good example. The Wii and the Wii U, because with the Wii there's the Virtual Console. And the Wii U has a Virtual Console. And there's like a one-way link with the games that you buy on the Wii into the Wii U, or I guess there used to be. Not so much anymore because that service has been decommissioned, but for a good while there was a one-way link you could make where some digital games... Well, no, that's not true. Okay, here, let me start over. So there's like a one-way link you could do with most games on the Wii Virtual Console to the Wii U Virtual Console, so that you could play like the enhanced Wii U compatible version of those games on the Wii U's eShop, or the Wii U's Virtual Console. If you paid like, it was like 25 cents or like 50 cents a game, or maybe it was $1, I can't remember. So it's like a small fee per game, wasn't too bad. And then games that weren't compatible, you could just play on the Wii emulator within the Wii U. So like, that was okay. So that was nice. Like, you know, you would buy the game once, and you generally speaking didn't have to buy the game the second time. But then the Switch comes around. They don't have a Virtual Console, and now they have the Nintendo Online services. They have NES Online, SNES, N64, blah blah blah. But for people like myself who have some games on the Wii U and the Wii for that matter, the Virtual Console, it's like, well, what benefit do I have to opt in for the online service if I already own a bunch of these games that I care about. Like, I don't really want the service option since I already have, like, owned copies of the games. So that's where, like, yeah, you're kind of, like, you're incentivized to double dip or, like, or, you know, or double purchase at that point. So it makes less sense for some folks. So it's like, or like, what if you were to buy, or like, what if my Wii U were to kick the bucket right now? I think if my Wii U were to die out, I think I would still be able to log into my account, and like to the same account, but I don't think I'd be able to re-download the same games. I think I would just be screwed. Now, I do back up those games onto a hard drive, so I think I should be covered there, but some users might not know to do that. So yeah, that's where, like, the lack of an overarching, oh, look at the spinny boy, look at it go. The lack of, like, an overarching way to, like, keep your games, like, keep track of your games all under this, like, the same ecosystem. It's mesmerizing, isn't it? Means that yeah, it's easier for people to get screwed over. It's easy for people to get screwed over, or like feel like they have to double purchase or multi-purchase the same game a bunch of times. It sounds like what they're trying to do is they're trying to establish the Switch as like a baseline for, it's still going, by the way, trying to establish it as a baseline for like the next generation of consoles and whatnot. So maybe with the Switch services that they have now, they're trying to build it up, but it feels shitty that it took them so long. So yeah, I think other consoles, you know, I think the PlayStation, well, let me think about this. Could you port games over from like PS3 to PS4? I guess I don't know about that, but if you like, if your PS3 kicks the bucket, your PS4 kicks the bucket, and then you buy a new one, you can just log into your existing account. You have all your digitally purchased games already. You don't have to, like, do some kind of rigmarole where you have to manually reacquire old backups and shit like that. So it's just a more comprehensive infrastructure. So it is frustrating that Nintendo, like, either is unwilling to kind of opt into the more modern perspective or is unable to. It's probably more the former than the latter. So it's like this kind of antiquated perspective that is frustrating, and I don't blame anybody for feeling frustrated by it. Last backwards. Yeah, I don't know why I talked about the backwards compatibility thing. That's not a very good example for me to bring up, but I'm just thinking more what you were saying, where like if you buy a console and then 10 years later it kicks the bucket, or I mean, well, it's no longer supported. The problem is though, like, I guess all consoles are like that though, aren't they? Like any console, after a certain point, it gets decommissioned. Like the services go offline. There's no like way to send it in for repairs. I mean, that happens to an extent, but I think I probably understand what you're getting at. If Musicify, where it's like it's more egregious with Nintendo's case, and I wouldn't disagree, honestly. Elite Dangerous, I know of the game. I've never played it. Well, hold on. Elite Dangerous, is that the one that's the goofy one? Sort of Blizzards. The one that like has a bajillion hour or a bajillion dollars put into the game. I don't think it is. I think it's a different one. Xbox still has original games going. Well, on the newest consoles, right? Well, I guess the newest console in the previous generation, but they're not maintaining original Xbox Live or Xbox 360 services, are they? Because I guess that's what I'm getting at. Like, after 5-10 years of a game's life cycle, or of a console's life cycle, things are going to start disappearing. Star Citizen, thank you, Agasso. Yeah, I get them mixed up. So, Elite Dangerous is the game that's, like, more normal, probably. Yeah, Star Citizen's the goofy one. Yeah, the fucking black, yeah. Yeah, that's a weird one, man. I don't know anybody, well, I don't think I do. Dave, do we know anybody that plays Star Citizen or has tried it? Because we have a bunch of mutual friends that are into those kinds of games, but I don't think Justin or Brad or any of those guys play Star Citizen, at least. Because, yeah, that's a weird case where I want to believe something cool can come from it, but I kind of like, I don't want to say swore off of it, but I kind of dismissed it early on when I was like, I don't think this is for me. Star Citizen in unison. Oh, dang it. Last mistake, you'll... She was talking mad shit until we came up and ruined the party. Also, she gave me the vampire COVID. The vampire Rona. Blow! Go and cure ourselves. You do have a musicify? I mean, I bet it is neat, but is it worth it? I guess is what probably is like the main thing for a lot of people. Is it worth this like just unending development life cycle that maybe we'll get a cool game at the end of it, maybe it'll never end. We just don't know. All we know is that it keeps generating more money, and it keeps taking more money, like, you know, spending more money to build more of itself. So it's just like, is there an end in sight ever? I didn't spend money. Yeah, like, I guess I don't know a whole lot about the details of Star Citizen. If you need to like spend big bucks to stand a chance, big butts or big bucks. Because you have to buy individual ships, can't you? Or, well, I guess that was the thing. Like, people could spend big bucks to get, like, the crazy good ships. The crazy good gear. Excuse me, lady, I'm having a conversation over here. With people. With the homies in the chat. So I guess that's, like, the controversy, at least for some, is kind of a pay-to-win nature. But yeah, I guess now that I'm like hearing myself talk, I'm going like, you know, I don't know shit about Star Citizen, or at least what I used to know is probably years outdated by this point. Cavern has been cleansed. This house is clean. Spell vampire dust. I'll take it. Look at this guy's very angular eyebrows. Very prominent. Oh, also the sunken cheeks. Sunken cheeks from being a vampire. Being a vampire means you lose a lot of face weight. A lot of face mucus. Face fat. Face meat. Maybe that's why they like to suck the meats. Suck the bloods. They're trying to replenish what they lost. Relive their glory days of having full, pinchable cheeks. Hopefully they don't lose booty fat though. If they lost booty meat, well, that explains why they go insane and try to kill people. Losing booty meat will do that to someone, honestly. Causes people to act out. What gets a priority? Probably my weapon. Weapon's good. That's good too. Yeah, just repair. Okay. Eventually it'll break, so we'll do as much as we can. Oop. So let's go deal with the hunter lads. Hunter boys. Played it for like 15 minutes, yeah. The problem I have a lot when it comes to games like that, even if it's something I am legit interested in, I'll say something like, wow, that looks cool, and I'm interested in it, but it's so early access, I don't know if I want to invest a bunch of time in it right now, when it's still in development, especially when something's early in development, right? Because it's going to change so frequently. It's one thing if the game is, like, almost done, or they're, like, in the last couple months, or the last year or so of it. You can probably rest assured there won't be any major changes. What am I doing? I need to get into... I just need to go into main entrance. It's probably not going to be any major changes after a certain point. Like skill tree resets or character account resets, that kind of shit. It's like if I get invested too early on, who knows what's going to happen? There's no guarantees. There's also no guarantee the game is going to get finished. So it's like, I'll be like, I'm going to hang back and keep my eyes on it. And then I forget about the game. Because there's all these other things I want to play and all these other things I want to spend my time with. So that thing I was interested in has been out for 10 years now, and the community has come and gone, and now now that I've remembered that it existed, it's too late. It's too late for me. So I feel like I am destined to like not keep track of these games very well. games like Star Citizen that will be in development hell for eternity. It's still so early access, yeah. That's the thing too, it's been so many years. Well, I say so many years. I want to say, like, let's say what, 4 years, maybe? Maybe more? Which is a pretty good chunk of time, I would say. But, yeah, if it still has a long way to go, then yeah, it really is a crapshoot as far as what to expect. You upstairs? He's probably upstairs. Oh, the game crashed, by the way. The game said, nah. The game said, no, thank you. Although, now that's interesting. I looked over just in time to see that my GPU spiked to 100% right before the game crashed, or like right when the game crashed. So I think that's indication then that the game does, because up until that point, it was at like 40%, like 30, 40%. Then it spikes to 100 right when the game crashed. So maybe it's like a buffer like fucking goes out of control and like there's like a stack overflow or something. Like something whoop, just fills up. Then my GPU says, whoa, and then it panics. Maybe that's what's going on there. But the good news is that it didn't crash Windows, or, well, my stream software, or Windows for that matter, so that's reassuring. So hopefully we've got it in an okay state right now. Hope it ends up good. Pre-buying at that, yeah, it just sounds like such a balancing mess. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Dave. And I know you've played some EVE back in the day, some EVE Online. That was the first thing that came to mind when I heard about that kind of ecosystem. It sounds unsustainable, or at least, maybe I shouldn't say unsustainable. It sounds like the kind of thing where to run it smoothly and keep everybody happy is unsustainable. Like you're gonna kill people's inventories and wipe out people's worth, you know, at some point in the game when you're balancing things. Like there are going to be casualties when it comes to any attempts at balancing things, because it's going to drive people away. So I shouldn't say it's unsustainable, but you're gonna there's gonna be some casualties hitting the crossfire. What happened to Elite Dangerous? So anyway, Music If I mentions Elite Dangerous, I didn't realize Elite Dangerous had anything bad happen. I thought that was considered like a pretty good game. It didn't crash that time, by the way. So I'm guessing there have been some unsavory things that have happened then. All right, everyone's sleepies. I'm going to go back downstairs and we're just going to chill for a bit. Now, last time we waited in a hotel overnight, we got arrested because apparently it was trespassing, but only for 5 gold. Don't have a bounty this time. I'm just gonna wait outside in the middle of the street. Our house in the middle of our street. We'll do 8 hours. EVE good, or it was good, yeah. Now, I don't know anybody that plays nowadays, but I know a few people. Dave, you're one of them, but I know a few people that used to play like back when, I don't know if I want to say it was like the heyday, but back when it was more hopping.
Hello.
I remember this guy.
Perhaps you've met my brother.
Now one wears black hoods like Gaston. Has green shirts like Gaston. I'm not gonna sing the song.
He's seeing you.
So are you the guy? Shamer. Oh, you're the guy. Yeah.
Oh no, not another one.
Yes, another one.
Citizen of Skingrad, please be advised that I am here on official business and wish no harm. Oh, forget it. Let me guess. You're worried about what my men and I are doing here in town, right?
Continues for EVE's economy to crash. It says sort of sustainable. How long do some countries' economies last? Well, I guess, yeah, I don't really know the story for EVE as far as like economies crashing. I know there were like some big, like, what's the word? Like faction disputes and big moments and like big drama happenings of certain like big ships being taken down. Like, I don't know. I just know I don't really keep up too much. I just know there have been some like pretty big moments. It probably wouldn't surprise me though if there was like some pretty volatile fluctuations over the years that, yeah, where things crashed and then built back up and crashed again. So I guess it's just how it goes. So there's an Odyssey update. Caused turmoil, and old players left. Okay, but you're saying it kind of reminded you of how Nintendo, because I'm guessing it sounds like the main issue you have is like the fact that kind of like a collection of small, maybe I shouldn't say small things, but a collection of things, like the cloud saving thing being locked behind the premium service, and not doing very much to like maintain older hardware. Because again, I mean, the older hardware thing, like I would agree that it is frustrating, but the thing is, like, I feel like that's just a problem with console gaming in general. So I'm not too frustrated by that aspect of it, but they do seem like they're less inclined even than their competitors to give many shits about it. But yeah, I mean, everyone's threshold is different though. Linus Tech Tips. Talk about, I actually didn't know they made videos about Nintendo. I think I've watched maybe a handful of Linus Tech Tips videos over the years, but they put out a lot of content though. So I usually just like, I'll seek out if there's like a question I have, like, oh, let's look about keyboards or motherboards or graphics cards, but I don't keep up too well. But there's anti-consumer. I mean, yeah, there absolutely are anti-consumer things that they do. There's no doubt about it. There's things that I like about Nintendo. There's things that I dislike. So it's just like with any major tech company, there are things that frustrate me and things that don't bother me as much, but bother other people. But yeah, it's the same. Like those are the kinds of grievances that I have for companies like Apple. And it's why I don't really engage with their products very much, but I'm in the minority because clearly the rest of the world has no problem, you know, with what to me seem like anti-consumer practices that are too much for me. So, because everyone's threshold is different. Not sure if they've made a video before. Oh, it's in podcast. I gotcha. Okay, yeah. I've never listened to their podcasts, but the cool thing about Linus is that, yeah, they do everything, man. They got the videos, they got the podcasts, they do, I think they stream on Twitch. So they're a pretty cool multimedia enterprise. So he was asking if we are from he was like, oh yeah, you're worried about the peeps, why we're here. I'll say, yeah, I'm a concerned citizen. That's right.
You have my assurance that my men and I will do everything in our power to keep the people of Skingrad safe. We're here to help. If you have seen anything unusual, particularly anything implying the presence of the undead here in town, please report it at once.
I have some questions.
What is it you want to know?
Why are you here? It's gonna be obvious. Well, we'll see what he has to say.
Gotten around to all the townspeople. Interesting. They must be very good at keeping a low profile. We heard tell that vampires have infiltrated the town. Came here to root them out.
Where are you looking?
I've got my men scattered all over town. Shamar's up by the statue. Vontus is out in the high pasture. And Karsten has the town exit near the castle covered.
That's the guy we saw earlier. Okay.
If you say so.
I do say so. Information.
If you know anything, it is in your best interest to tell me now. After all, your town is at stake.
My town.
Do you know
I own this town.
Are?
They're already dead.
And what? I'm supposed to take your word for it? Sorry, friend, but I'll need some sort of proof. You got any proof?
I have like 12 pounds of vampire dust on my person.
Well, maybe you're not lying after all. If they're gone, then there's no point in hanging around here. Damned amateurs. You people should leave it to the professionals.
I did your job for you, man. Fuck off. How dare you do my job for me and do it before I could get around to it?
Go ahead, please.
Anything else? Nope. Okay. So I don't know if that... Watch it. You watch your back, you fucking nerd. So that maybe resolves it. I don't know. Let's see what the quest log said. Oh, okay. Well, that was easy then. Okay. Never mind. I was like, well, maybe we need to talk to the other guys. Nope, they're gonna fuck off. Well, that's easy then. Well, in that case, back to the castle we go. That's just up... Oh, it's over this way. Okay, well, that was quicker than I thought it would be. Time for us to get the information. But he warned us. He was like, you're not gonna like what I gotta tell you. Excuse me. Information is most dire, he says. Do I go out? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Yes, I go out then. Ouch. Or hold on. No, I don't. Skingrad's always a little weird to navigate. We'll go out this exit. I think you can kind of loop around. The WAN show? Is that one of the Linus Tech Tips things? Oops. Keeping up with data breaches, online security. Yeah. Yeah, that is a tricky thing to keep up with, isn't it? Because there's so many data breaches. It happens so fucking often because companies can't be bothered to protect the data that they swear up and down that they'll guard it with their lives, and it gets breached every goddamn time, every goddamn other day, it seems. So yeah, keeping track of those can be an effort, an exercise on its own. Yeah, usually what I usually do is I subscribe to a couple of services that notify me if my stuff is found. The problem, of course, is that usually it's by the time I'm notified, it's happened like a few weeks, a few months, maybe even like a year already. So yeah, what it really comes down to is like it is good to keep an eye on, like keep an eye out for, and just kind of generally be aware. But it feels like cat and mouse. So what I just do is I just try to have a good password system and use two-factor authentication. Hope that does it. Wait, what'd you say? What'd you say? Hold on, I wasn't paying attention.
Completed your tasks for the Count.
Oh, she's gonna get him. Okay. I thought she was saying like you have not completed. I was like, what? I did the stuff. I have the receipts. Actually, I don't have the receipts, but they told me they would leave. Although I do have the vampire dust. I have like the powder. The vampire powder. I have the vampire oregano. I'm gonna sprinkle it in some soup I'm gonna make later. Now we wait. Now we play the waiting game. Remember that time that we were playing this video game made by Bethesda? And there was that, what was that guy's name? He was an Argonian gentleman in Leowyn, maybe? Maybe it was Leowyn, maybe it was Bruma, I can't remember. But anyway, we have a side quest to get some stuff from him, to get like some stuff he had stolen. And we just were making general conversation, and he was like, oh yes, look at all these things you can make with deer meat. You can make, or no, not deer meat, rat meat. It's like you can make rat burgers, you can make rat tenders, you can make rat sandwiches. And then he's like, oh, my favorite, rat salad with pickled deer meat. Or, I'm sorry, with pickled deer penis. And I was like, could you run back that last one? I'm not sure I heard that correctly. And, because, yeah, I was not prepared for the pickled deer penis. Or no, was it pickled? I think it was powdered. It was powdered deer penis. So, when it comes to, like, weird cooking things, sprinkling vampire dust in a stew is nothing compared to that little dish. Duct tape and dream. Yeah, that's the thing. Like when it comes to keeping up with the big data breaches, it's probably a good thing to do, but I really don't spend much time focusing on it because it's like, what's the point? It's all, maybe I'm being too pessimistic, but I have low expectations, so I prepare for the worst. Yeah, and it gets more it gets more and more complicated, so it's not something I stay up late at night for. Actually, I think I saw that like that even more in more recent months and or maybe the past year or so, that even two-factor authentication is not bulletproof, which makes sense. Of course, nothing is bulletproof, but two-factor authentication, in some cases at least, does have some known breach strategies that some people have been able to engineer around. So, like, you can do everything right and still get got. So that's frustrating.
The cavern is silent once more.
It is.
I would be foolish to think that this might send a message to those who would encroach on my territory.
All right, and then I need, then we're talking about the hunters.
Convince them to leave, I see. A wise plan. More hunters will come in time, I'm sure. For now, Skingrad is quiet again, and you have my thanks.
Skingrad is quiet, so he is skin glad. Give me the info, please.
Your guild does not fully appreciate the danger which quickly approaches. Hopefully, when you return to them, their eyes will be opened.
Their eyes and their buttholes.
Answers are a sign of things to come. An old acquaintance of the guild has come to Cyrodiil, and they are answering his call.
An
While I
acquaintance.
do not know for quite what purpose he has arrived, I believe the Guild of Mages is in great danger. Mannimarco has returned.
That is a name we have heard.
Nearly invincible, he has established himself somewhere in the north of Cyrodiil. This is all that I know. See to it that your leader, Traven, learns this as soon as possible. I have no love for your guild, but I have no wish to see it destroyed either.
I am extremely neutral, he says.
I have told you all that I know. Mannimarco has come to Cyrodiil, and I believe he means harm to your guild.
It's a name we've heard, that I've heard, but I can't remember much about him.
I know that some from your guild have defected to join him.
Ooh.
I believe you can be trusted, as you have been attacked once already. Perhaps it is a mistake to make that assumption. Only time will tell, I suppose. He is an old and powerful necromancer. Traven will recognize the name.
King of Worms, says Piazza. Hungry for words? No, hungry for worms.
There was some kind of party that went horribly awry, or so I hear.
I don't know, man. Sounds like a banger. Sounds like a rager, as they would say.
Return to your guild and prepare yourself accordingly.
Prepare your booties. A party where literally everybody died. Literally every person died somehow. It's like, how does that even happen? You know, you commit a couple murders, that's one thing, but then how does a murderer get got? No, we were the murderer. We done did it. All right, back to the place. We got some great news. He's gonna be so excited. Hey man, Mega Satan is back and he wants to kill you personally.
This had better be.
This had better be good. It's pretty good. Yeah, Mega Satan is back and he says that he wants to crash our party and piss on our cornflakes.
Hello,
Hey yo, Pineapple, what's up, buddy?
What news from Skin?
That's a delightful emote, by the way.
I assume you've spoken to Count Hasseldor?
I found the guy and he had great news.
What?
What?
Is that possible? This is grave news.
Yeah, sorry, did I say
indeed.
great news? I meant grave
I had,
news.
Perhaps foolishly, believed that necromancy was all but stamped out in Cyrodiil. It seems I couldn't have been more mistaken. I shall need to consult the council as to how to proceed with this situation. Thank you for the information. It may save many lives.
It might. A remastered. No, this is I'm actually running, the only mods I'm running are they're called the unofficial patches. It's like that they were like
Well met.
in sequence.
Read any good books
I'm running the unofficial patches.
Reading
So
fundamentals of
I say it's an unmodded playthrough and that is correct because the mods don't like change anything. They just fix bugs and crap like that. But yeah, otherwise it's completely vanilla. So I have the settings
Be seeing you.
maxed out, quote unquote, but there's not a lot of graphic settings in this game, honestly. So it's pretty simple, but I think it's aged pretty okay. It's aged all right. It's not beautiful, but
Master Wizard.
it looks all right. You could do a lot worse. Anyway, so I think that's it for the Mages Guild for now. He said we'll consult with the council. We'll get back to you. So
My attention is focused on the council right now.
yeah, he needs more time. So let's do some Fighters Guild. Excuse me. Let's do some Fighters Guild stuff then to kill some time. If you want some time we shall give him.
I hope I can help.
He doesn't have anything for us either.
Good day.
Greetings, Guildman.
Oh, wrong place. Whoopsie daisy. Mages Guild. Yeah, this is the Mages Guild stuff. Specifically, this is the Arcane University, which is like the real stuff when it comes to the Mages Guild. You do a bunch in the beginning of the game. You do a bunch of quests around the different parts of the different cities around Cyrodiil, and there's like a Mages Guild chapter in some of the major cities. So you do quests there, like in those city locations. But then when you get to the Arcane University, that's when you like kind of deep dive into Mages Guild activities.
Well met, Guildmate.
Well met. So let's do this. Yeah, let's do some Fighters Guild stuff. I'm feeling the Fighters Guild. Fighters Guilding. The people, well, yeah, there's the glitches, there's the NPC jankitiness. So, yeah, that is part of the experience for better or for worse. I'm actually gonna fast travel my short little ass to the market district because I want to sell some stuff and I also want to buy some hammers so I can repair my shit. My shit keeps getting broke with the B emoji. So I'm gonna go to my usual
Anyone
homie.
help an old beggar?
This way. Here we go. Is it this one? Yes, Merchant Inn. The unofficial patches, they help, but yeah, it doesn't shore up all the bugs because we've had so many crashes and times where it's taken the stream down. So yes, there are problems, no doubt. It hasn't been. It's been better though since I've lowered a few settings on OBS's end, which has helped. So I think that might just be the strat to at least help with the problems we were having previously. I want to buy hammers. Let's get 10 of them. Boop. And then I've got a bunch of things to sell.
That's a good price for a good customer.
For a good customer. I'm his favorite. You hear that? I'm the goodest customer. Enjoy the exploits. That's a good point. I wonder if there are like exploits, like not just bugs or like crashes, but like things that could be exploited. There probably are in this game. But since this is my first playthrough, I have really no idea like what I'm missing out on if there are exploits, and I wouldn't want to mess with them anyway because it's a first playthrough, so I want it to be vanilla. But yeah, if there was like, if I was wanting to do speed runs or stuff like that, then yeah, then it makes sense there where the unofficial patches might be undesired, because it's like, oh, I want to take advantage of these things that the patches patch out. Because yeah, that there are times where you don't want to have everything fixed. So yeah, we have a frost immunity ring. So the fact that we found a frost like 9% immunity ring or resistance ring is just kind of silly.
Deal.
Yeah, 9%, like that's an insult. Come on, man. 9% is nothing. Those are baby numbers. My Greaves of Purity. All right, the spell absorption. Yeah, if we ever fight something scary. Spell absorption. Oh wait, hold on. 20 versus 15. Oh, well, yeah, that's a no-brainer. Why did I pick these up? Oh, I just wanted to sell them, probably. Because, yeah, these are just better in every way. Easy decision. In case we ever find ourselves with a... with, like, some kind of combat situation where we just need that little extra bit of edge. Especially against spellcasters, because that's where you have a lot of specialized equipment.
That's more than I'd usually pay.
Of the Conjurer, it's pretty good. Like spell. I'm actually tempted to sell this one. Reflect spell 14%. It's nice, but I don't know if I'm ever going to use it. That's a good amulet, though. That's really good. 26 is quite nice. Expert is less than Calcinator. Yeah. Sell expert. Master is the good shit. Next exploit for this game, speedrun. No, I've never. This is actually like, so my playthrough of this game is my first time like really engaging with it. I've seen, you know, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes of gameplay of this game before, but I'd never played it until this playthrough, which has been going on for like 4 months now, so it's been going on for a bit. But no, I've never watched a speedrun. I've never like watched like a full let's play or even like much of a partial let's play for that matter. So I intentionally went in with as little intel as possible. Although we've beaten the main quest, so yeah, if there was like a speedrun exploit or something like that, it wouldn't be a spoiler for me because we've beaten the main quest already. Because I'm assuming that's probably what the speedrun would be accomplishing, trying to complete the main quest under, you know, a certain time limit, that kind of thing. So a bunch of these things, bunch of potions. Extra magic, those are fine. Endurance, no thank you. Paralysis is good. Drain 5 drain magicka, dang, that's excessive. Spell, no thank you. Frost shield, nah, get it out of here. Resist shock. 40% is actually not bad. I don't need 15 of these things. Let's get rid of like 50, or we don't need 25. I'm gonna sell 15.
That's more than I'd usually pay.
I definitely don't need 46. I'm gonna sell 36 of them.
You need to make a better offer.
What? Oh, he just... Too expensive. All right, sorry. Let's do like 16, I guess. Sure.
You got... That's more than I'd usually...
We'll do 3 more, I guess. Well, sure.
You got a great deal there.
Skip the main quest in 30 seconds. Oh, I've heard about the paintbrush stuff. Yeah. I've heard about the paintbrush, the flying paintbrush or the clipping paintbrush exploits, and that, yeah, that's like a very good one for speedrunners or just people looking to fuck around and get outside the bounds of the game. Because the way it floats when you well, what is it? Yeah, you drop it. Is it you just drop it or you do something else? Like, because yeah, you can get them to float and then you can climb on them, and yeah, it's very silly. So we'll turn in the ectoplasm for the Fighters Guild, and they'll be so excited. I'm actually going to keep the vampire dust. I almost wonder if we're going to need those as like proof of something later on or something. You just drop it. It's that simple. Wow. That's pretty nutty, actually. Because sometimes it's like, oh, well, no wonder they didn't catch this in QA, because some speedrunning glitches are so esoteric. But others, it's like, how'd they miss this? This is so simple. Just how it goes sometimes. So we're going to sell a bunch of these things, just because we already have these spells innately on our person. On our poison. Disintegrate weapon, I'm never gonna use that one. What else we got? But yeah, I really haven't truly gone into selling things in a minute, just because we've been on quest mode for a while.
Great deal there.
A lot of these I like to keep. Fireball, no thank you.
You've made a good...
Firestorm, Tempest, we already have these spells. Soul Trap. Actually, we might need Soul Trap at some point in the future. For the the Black Soul Stone or Soul Gems. I've got Diablo on the mind, clearly. Soul Gems. I've got Diablo on the mind. He's infiltrated my brain. Gonna turn me into his new thrall. They're 10 on target. Already got it.
Drive a hard bargain.
Odd bargain. So keep those. Lightning Storm, get rid of it.
That's more than I'd usually pay.
Soul Trap. Oh, those are... I was like, why don't the spell effects show up? Because those aren't spells. There's no spell called Pale Pass Map, you doofus. Sell the vendor his own inventory, really? Sounds like a pretty sweet way to make some weird and ridiculous cash. Not like I need more weird and ridiculous cash. I don't need further enabling, but that is kind of funny. Catch good rain, get it out of here. So we'll keep some of these other ones. Any other, like, honest to goodness books to sell? Nah, I don't think so. Every time I see this one, I think, well, maybe, but then it's like, well, it has a weight of 0, so what's the point? Okay, so we're good there. Got the hammers now. Sell these.
That's a good deal.
Good deal. Greatest soul gem, get it out of here.
Drive a hard
Okay, that should be good.
Another...
Satisfied customer. I have a feeling I'm gonna break more hammers in this process, so I might even buy more. Oh, never mind, I'm good. Because I clicked real fast. Real fast. Acrobatics? Yes. Acrobatics and athletics. Just like in Morrowind. So yes, Fighters Guild time. And the Fighters Guild quest was to turn in some ectoplasm to the lady in Bruma? No, not Bruma. I want to say Leowin. Leowin. We need Troll Fat and a Black Soul Gem for these two Daedra Shrine quests. This is it, yeah. The Minotaur horns, ogre teeth throughout. Yeah. So we got to bring her the 5 portions of ectoplasm. We got that shit in spades. So let's go meet her now. Whencever she is. Yeah, I figured she was over this way. So we walk our candy asses all the way over. And yes, my ass is made of candy. Can confirm. Times right now. Okay, so people are wrapping up. Is this it? Margaret's house. Oh, yeah, that's the person we're looking for. Perfect. Okay. Looking for that name. Knock, knock. Oh, here she is. I got the goods.
Have you found me ectoplasm?
I got it.
Well, you've got
I got the goods.
Ectoplasm. Seems you Fighters Guild types can do a job when you put your mind to it. Tell your men I'll pay them for Minotaur horns and ogre teeth.
Delicious.
The Fighters Guild will be my sole supplier. I look forward to doing more business.
Soul supplier. It means we're supplying her with souls. There's like ways to fuck around with kind of with pseudo flying. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I know in the speedrun for Half-Life 2, there's a bunch of glitches where if you can pick up a bucket on the ground, throw it on the ground, jump, land in the bucket, but then pick it up before you start to fall, and then drop it, land on it, drop it, land on it, drop it, land on it. You can kind of you can kind of slowly levitate yourself up, not slowly but rapidly levitate yourself up. And speedrunners use that kind of physicsy jank to fly up walls and of course, break shit. So that's like any kind of game where you have restrictions on movement and no levitation, that kind of thing, but you have physicsy nonsense like that, then yeah, it doesn't take much to
like I told you, I
to
can use
start flying around.
Horn and ogre teeth. If your guild brothers bring me some, I'll pay well.
Good enough for me. I'll go tell the boys,
I'll be waiting
the rowdy
for teeth
boys.
and horns.
And they'll be overjoyed. They might even start crying. Hopefully. I hope they'll be so overjoyed they piss their pants with glee. Or with pee, for that matter. I got the goods.
Still talking? Find us work and money.
I got it, dude. Calm your tits.
Work is good for money. You know something? Tell Vantus. He'll put me to work. Give me money.
Alright, fine.
Show me something.
I've told you what we need. Until we've work, we'll stay here.
I got the goods.
Find ingredients from our guard, huh? Works for me. I'll let the other men know. Appreciate your help, friend. And Orion should be happy.
For once in his miserable life, he might just be happy. Unintended. Yeah, that's how these glitches and exploits go. It wasn't intended to happen, but it's a byproduct of the tools we were given.
My men and I should be able to keep busy for now. Thank you for your help.
Thank you for your help. And by that, I mean thanks for making this poor woman miserable. Wait, oh here she is. Making her miserable as you wreck her bar constantly. I wonder if she'll
It's about
be enthused.
time someone did something. These guys are killing my business.
Someone ought to kill them.
Perhaps
Not really.
they will cause no more. Perhaps they will have the gold to pay for their drinks.
That'd be nice. Oh, the Skate games. Yes, Skate 2, Skate 3. Yeah. I've never played them. I would very much like to because they look very fun and very dumb. And very glitchy and very goofy. I love the compilations and highlight reels of people playing the games. and them being like just glitchy fuckfests. They sound very enjoyable and very silly. Orin, where's that guy in? Is he in Cheydinhal? No, I bet he's in Coral. Yes, I knew it. I didn't know it, but I'm assuming it is. That was what I was thinking. But yeah, Skate 2, Skate 3. Yeah, those would be games that would be fun to play around with. Of course, I guess they were PS3, Xbox 360 era games, so they never released on PC to my knowledge, at least. But it'd be fun to find ways to play those games. Maybe someday we'll get a new Skate game that is intentionally a glitchy, fucky mess. So, hold on. He apparently... Oh, he's sleep... Well, okay. I didn't realize he had his own house. I thought he was like the boss of the Fighters Guild. I thought they would sleep in the Fighters Guild. Like their barracks, but maybe not. Heck if I know. Because yeah, we're going to the Fighters Guild to turn in this quest that he had requested. Requested. I guess he exits the guild and sleeps in his regular old bed. What a normie, sleeping in a bed. Real gamers sleep... hold on. Maybe they don't have a barracks here. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh yeah, they got beds. Look at this. Yeah, real gamers sleep with the boys. Sleep with their broskies. Except maybe there's not enough beds. Never mind. Yeah, there's a lot of people here. Never mind.
Well,
Just gonna snuggle up with a muscular, shirtless orc to keep me warm at night when I'm trying to sleep. Oh, it's like she just turned to vapor.
I'm looking for results.
Just melted before my eyes.
Found out?
They're pretty fun and kind of silly. Yeah, I like things that are silly and fun and a little bit glitchy. Talk about a game that is better because of the glitchiness. They're actually fairly stable to the state. Really? Because like the goofy glitches and like physicsy nonsense seems like the most fun aspect, but I guess it doesn't crash or anything. I guess that's the thing.
The Blackwood Company has taken that much of a foothold in Leowin. Those sons of... Never mind.
Bitches. He was gonna say bitches.
Here's your payment for it.
How much? Was it like 100 gold? Oh, 600's not bad, actually. Advancement?
You've done well. Because of your efforts, you have achieved the rank of Swordsman of the Fighters Guild.
Hell yeah.
I don't have anything for you right now. Speak with Azan or Grokash. Get some more seasoning, and maybe I'll have something. Or perhaps you're ready for advancement.
Yes, I just did get advanced.
I don't have... Or, I'm sorry. You're not yet ready.
Alright, so we gotta go to another Fighters Guild person. You know, we of course don't have an active quest for it. Let me think about this. What are the Fighters Guild quests that we've done so far? I think we did the very first one in... Skingrad, maybe? Let's go check. Does Bruma have a Fighters Guild? I can't remember. I want to say yes. Let's check Bruma. Oh, what? Oh, I've got to go outside first. Hello. He sounds kind of sad. Like, hello. Oh, fuck. Here we go. Funny physics. Yeah. But 2's not too bad. That's good. Intended bugs? An intended bug, you say? That's interesting. So, like, you think the developers intentionally put it in? Or maybe left it in? Because I know of, like, what is it? Goat Simulator. Goat Simulator is a good example of a game where the developers, like, found bugs, but they were like, well, they're kind of funny. And as long as it doesn't crash the game, we're gonna leave it. Here we go, Fighters Guild, yeah. So if it's something like that, then that could be kind of cool.
You're a sneaky looking sort.
explode in the sky, get 30 feet of it. Excellent. Yeah, that sounds delightful and silly. Her name is Bumph. Bumph. My lovely lady Bumphs. I like how they're just beating the shit out of each other, but it's just metal clanking noises.
Well done. Bruma will never fall while you and our intrepid Captain Bird are on duty.
Hell yeah. Okay, he has nothing.
Good.
Hail, savior of Bruma.
That's me. I'm really cool. Anyway, who's the leader of the bunch? I don't know him well. There's the porter. I don't know who the leader is, and I need like, I want more Fighters Guild tasks, but they didn't tell me like who to talk. Well, they told me names, but I don't know who the names map to.
Hail, savior of Bruma.
No one has anything to talk about. Well, things to talk about, but nothing that's relevant. You can go out of bounds, do some silly drop-ins, yeah. So you think it was intentional? That's interesting, yeah. That's cool that they just kind of built around it, or at least allowed it, instead of trying to plug up the holes. Maybe I need to talk to them when they're not sparring, so let's wait an hour. Okay, 2 hours. Did he just pick up a beer? Something that was on the ground.
You were Martin's friend.
I sure was. He has nothing.
You too.
I am honored.
Oh,
to speak to the
sorry,
hero
can we
of the
talk
Battle of
over
Bruma.
here? I can't really see
What
you.
can I do for you?
It's kind of a funny placement.
Take care.
Yeah, so I guess that means we don't have any tasks for us, because I'm assuming this lad is the leader. Could it tell me like who's leader of a particular chapter? There's a thing that said like so and so's desk or so and so's bed. Okay, well, I think we're not. I don't think we have much right here right now. Let's look elsewhere then. So, no luck in Bruma. We'll try Cheydinhal. I feel like I've already done Cheydinhal Fighters Guild questing, but maybe I'm mistaken. So you played it a little bit last night or yesterday, Musicify? Kind of park walled in. But there was a spot to one spot left open. Yeah, maybe the devs really did leave that open then intentionally, which is pretty cool. That'd be really cool if that was like something they were like, we'll add this in, we'll leave this in as like a fun little bonus, fun little Easter egg. Did I just walk past it? There's a Mages Guild. So Fighters Guild should not be too far. It's got like the red banners, I think. Crap. Oh, it's right in front of me. Oh, I see them now. Yeah, they're just sneaky. There's Wolfie. Everybody has a porter that looks exactly the same. Did you just throw a carrot? Flinging carrots left and right? Man, what the hell is this? Yeah, that's a name I recognize. Knocking shit over. Look at these plates. Oh, they're bowls on top of plates. That's not so weird.
I've got another contract for you, Meat.
That's me, I'm
you
Meat.
won't embarrass yourself.
I might get scared and pee a little bit.
It's from Bienna Amelian at the Water's Edge settlement. She needs something retrieved from her ancestral tomb. Try not to muck it up.
I will make no guarantees
You'll
of
find
no
her at the
muckings.
Water's Edge settlement. It's marked on your map.
Water's
Follow your
Edge.
carcass to that settlement, Meat.
Yeah, I got a promotion recently, you know. What'd they call me now? Swordsman? I have swords sometimes. I'm not meat. Okay, maybe sometimes I am kind of meat. Water's Edge. It says it's on your map. Oh, I probably have to... Oh, yeah, it is mapped. It is marked. Near Leo. Oh, Leowen. Wow. Real far away. I have not been there before, but we're about to. Go to Fort Redmond. Redmond. And then hop, skip, and jump from there. Oh, I remember this place. This is where that deer got by that hunter, and then the hunter got killed by a bandit, and then the bandit got killed by a mud crab. That was a good time. It was a dumb time, but a good time. Look at this bridge. What? That was weird. I couldn't move. What? Hold on. What's going on? I couldn't, like, side move. That was weird. Because I'm looking at this bridge. Also Nern route, by the way. There's like a part of the bridge that's out, which is kind of weird. Anyway. Yeah, sorry. I got excited when I saw Nern route. Nern route. Oh, another one. Hell yeah. Too generous, game. Goddamn. Too good to me. Yeah, but yeah, probably Easter egg is a better term. An intentional thing they just added in for funsies, or left in for funsies. Here's the little encampment. We gotta help out some homies. And sure enough, it is near some water. You might call it the edge of the water. Hence the name, Water's Edge. I'm gonna save just because I don't know what they need help with. Let's ask around. Although they might be sleepies. No, she's awake.
Can you help me?
Sure.
Hello. You must be from the Fighters Guild.
I sure am.
Glad you're here. I need your help to repay a debt.
Who do I get to kill? Convince.
I'm afraid so. My father had a bit of an issue with gambling. I'm afraid he built up a rather large debt. Now that he's gone, the debt is mine.
Where's your father? She did just say he's dead, so, you know.
Gone. Dragged from our house in the night. To pay the debt, I'd like to sell the sword and armor of my grandfather. Or I might be next.
What should be like 200 gold or something?
A great deal over.
No, 1,000 is not small.
My father was quite a gambler. Quite a bad gambler.
And not a good one. Exaggerate a funny crash that happens. Interesting, because usually crashes are not a good thing, but if there's like a thing that crashes, but at least in a funny way, then yeah, maybe that could be maybe a nice thing.
I'm Bienna Amelian.
That's who she is.
They were buried with my grandfather in the family tomb. The sword and cuirass were enchanted and should cover my debt.
Oh,
Please
the
get
ancestral.
them for me.
That's right. He did say ancestral tomb.
Not far in my family's ancestral tomb. Here, I can mark it on your map. Please return them to me so I can pay off my father's debts.
Okay. So what we're probably gonna do though is we're gonna get the stuff. We'll probably bring it to her, and then we're just gonna be like, nah, here's the money. I don't care. We've got like 200 and bajillion $100,000 on us, or gold on us anyway. So we don't necessarily need the other stuffs. It's the tomb. We've actually been to that tomb before. Whoops. We've been there. Cheap. He like froze when he said that. When he heard me say that, he's like, "Oh fuck, another one of these." Okay, we'll just fast travel. Oh, it is almost 1. We'll probably be wrapping up fairly soon. It's getting kind of late. Good progress on Mages Guild stuff though, and indeed stuff with Fighters Guild as well. Nice little double experience, double penetration, if you will. That's definitely what it means. We're penetrating into progress for both quests. Therefore, double penetration is a very accurate and appropriate term to use. Torch. Normal skateboard tricks. Oh, Oh, not the game crashing, but the skate. Oh, okay. I misunderstood what you meant by like a funny crash. I got you. Yeah, that sounds much less much more like fun and less frustrating. Because yeah, crashes are rarely fun in my experience. Yeah, get that sneak attack. Fuck him up. Spank his booty. Okay, see, now we're getting sneak attacks left and right. Like a fucking pro. And that's the way we came from. Yeah, cool. Let's keep going this way. Now this champion, or that champion, and the fancy skeleton before him went down pretty easy. Oh, of course they got liches. I was just gonna say, I wonder like if they have like scary things than a motherfucking lich. Which are not fun to deal with. And they are much more annoying than nether liches. We cannot turn them. Oh god, they hurt though. Hurt so good. Get out of here. Gonna knock your ass down. I do miss the range of claymores being able to knock down with the greatest of ease. We rarely get the knockdown to proc with this sword, although it is more efficient. There's the knockdown, hell yeah. Then I wail on his ass. His literal ass. Oh, look at that. Blade mastery achieved, hell yeah. Rushing power attack can paralyze opponents. Hell yeah. Fuck you. Stab. Stab. So now I want to like get him to halt himself in his tracks. I took a lot of damage, by the way. Goddamn. These guys are mean. Turns out that undead lich lads are not nice, contrary to popular belief. Who would have thunk it? On the Zambonis. Ooh, some of them are the Dread Boys. I turn you around. Turn around. Trying to do this one at a time, although you're... There we go. Ooh, that was good. This one at a time, but without having to chase people down. But yeah, that's the thing. I wanted to be the sneak attacks. Now I can't do the sneak attacks. I'm so sad. Okay, we'll just do it this way. Stab. He gave me the vapes. I don't want the vapes. I don't want the vape nash. Oh, there we go. So the paralyzed procs that time. I'm trying to think if we've ever fought somebody that had that mastery that allowed them to like paralyze us with a hit. Usually when we get paralyzed it's from a spell. We've gotten knocked down by melee plenty of times. And even disarmed once or twice, but yeah, we've never seen a master swordsman take us down like that. So it's kind of cool. Kind of cool we have that ability. Gave me the space vapes. Okay, we get it. You vape. Cool. And sign in to use app. What's up, bud? Hope you're doing well, bud. We're playing some Oblivion. We're having a good time. Yeah, this is actually my first Oblivion playthrough. So, although it's taken me a long time to get around to this cool game, I am finally playing it. I am enjoying myself. Had some technical problems earlier, which was annoying. I think I had to turn down the resolution, the streaming resolution, because it was I think it was taxing maybe my CPU and my GPU too much or something, because we were getting the game would crash and then my computer would crash with it, so it was being annoying, but it's performing admirably now, so admirably or adequately maybe is the better term, but it's an old game, so you know, some crashes are to be expected, but it was especially annoying earlier, but I think we've got it now. Like that, and the gold. What's this? Oh, that's the shield, right? Yeah. Brusef Emilion. It's heavy armor, I think. So we need that, and we need the sword as well. And some light plundering. You know how it is. You go into an ancestral tomb, you plunder the goods. Normal stuff, I would say. The sarcophagus chamber. We've actually looted this cave before, so I don't really feel inclined to check every nook and cranny, but I want to get the good stuff. Oh, crap. Yeah, shoot your buddy. He shot his buddy. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just turn everybody so I can focus on the Lich. Nether Lich. Ouch. Stop hurting me. We're supposed to be friends. That's how video games work. I'm sure. You didn't get the memo that we're actually supposed to be BFFs in this game. Bonk. Oh wait, but we still have the... I didn't actually dispose of the skeletons. I just made them run away from me. God damn it, there's another one, isn't there? He summoned a buddy. I cannot turn him. All I can do is... Willpower's been damaged. Whoa, that's no good. I don't like that. It's a little bit cramped in here, man. Oh yeah, get fucking paralyzed, fool. That is very satisfying. Because they lay down for a good hot minute. And it's much easier to connect the paralyze than the knockdown effect, because the knockdown effect, although very satisfying, is kind of squirrely. Getting it to connect is weird because you have to like be pulling away from your target, so it's easy to go out of range. So now, bonk. Like that time it worked, but it's kind of finicky otherwise. Bonk. Anyway, that was a lot. That was a lot of fighting. So we're looking for the sword. Oh, did they give me another disease? I can't remember. I'm losing track of how many diseases I get in this game at any given time, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cast it for safeties. It's Curus. Oh, so it's a shield, armor, and there's the sword. Is that it? That's it. Oh, she didn't need the shield though. Okay, so the shield was just a bonus. Take the gold and do some minor looting of things. Warhammer, gold gem, gold, sure. Can I go out the way I came, I guess? Oh, this is actually a different entrance, but sure. Oh, I go down the hole. Gave me 20 gold to fall down the hole. Usually I'm the one that has to pay the gold to insert myself into a hole, but alright. No complaints here. Back this way. Meow. So we're just gonna. It's probably gonna have us go. I mean, maybe it'll have us go as the crow flies, but I expect it'll slurp us over. Let's talk to the lady. She's gonna be so excited.
Did you find them? Hello again. Have you had any luck finding the sword and armor?
Sword and armor.
You found them. Fantastic. I can't tell you what this means to me.
But here's the money. Who fucking cares?
Thank you. This will be enough to pay off my debts.
We'll be a nice guy.
Please keep the sword and armor until I can pay you back. Thank you again. I can't tell you how much your help means to me. Thank you again.
Wasn't nothing but a thing, baby girl. Actually, I don't think I want the sword or armor, for that matter. The sword, frost damage. Sorry, lady, your priceless artifact is... It's not that it's worthless, it's just that it's worthless to me, alright? So, I'm just gonna, like, throw it... I'm not gonna throw it at her, but I'll just drop it at her. Drop it in front of her, like, I don't want this. Get it out of here. Yeah, frost shield. These things would be, like, pretty good if we were much earlier in the game, but this is... We are very late game at this point, so it's like, nah, it's fine. It's fine. You keep the goods. That's what happens, man. You do enough Thieves Guild and enough Dark Brotherhood quests. Sometimes it's nice to not murder people and be a little bit nice sometimes. Because we did... One quick look at our fame and infamy chart shows that we done some shit. We've done some shit. Shit that was not particularly good. So anyway, we go back to the dude, to Burz Brokash over in... We said Cheydinhal, right? Excuse me. Yeah, no problem, lady, but the drops weren't, excuse me, very good. Like, the things we were fighting were dropping things that were more interesting than the loot, so... Or than the helpings. It was nice of her to offer. That's like, thanks, but no thanks. I would feel bad for taking this, because I would just turn around and sell it. And you won't get much money from it anyway, so it's not really worth the trouble. So you wouldn't get there's no way you get 1,000 gold out of that. That was the thing. There's just no damn way. You upstairs? My guy's looking upstairs. Well met. Doggy. It's Doggy's name. Doggy is Clancy. Well, tell Clancy he's a good boy. Doing your hold on, your 12:30 p.m. staring at the wall session, Mr. Grokash?
We need to finish out the contract with Bienna Amelian in Water's Edge. What's the status?
Calm your titties, I got it.
Paid her debt off yourself, did you? Not gonna get rich that way, meat. Still, the job's done. Here's your payment.
1,000 gold? 600. Okay, I was gonna say, wouldn't it be great if you just broke even? Advancement?
I'm sorry. You're not yet ready for a promotion.
Get good. Get good, he says.
Day.
Okay. Well, other quests. Okay, so we have to find another Fighters Guild person. Oh, G-Duck with the bomber friend requests. Get the blue boy, you got it. Anything for you, G-Duck. One of my favorite bomber friend redemption enthusiasts. Good to see you, G-Duck. Hope you're doing well, buddy. You know I'm always a fan of Blue Boy. He's a good lad. And he can always use more time to shine. Always worthy, says I. Yeah, that's some Dark Brotherhood shit right there, yeah. It's one thing you kill her, but then, yeah, you use her grandfather's her dead grandfather's sword, her family heirloom sword to kill her. That's the, like, ultimate, the ultimate fuckery. The ultimate, like, evil fuckery thing to do. Yeah, and then yeah, throw the sword into a volcano or sell it for, like, 10 gold or what have you. Sell it for chump change. Alright, so The guy in Bruma had nothing for us. Shaden Hall. Let's check Breville, which I think has a Fighters Guild. And then loot the cash. But yeah, loot the cash that you would have paid her if you would have paid her anything. But
You smell of death.
you smell of death. Why, thank you. I'm wearing a new fragrance. Calvin Klein's mortuary. Calvin Klein's morgue. Oh, yes. Let's all move in unison now. Clang.
Good day.
Who's the person that gives quests here, lady? I'm looking for a buddy. Are you a buddy?
Well met.
No, you're just a porter. Are you the guy? Oh,
Well met.
just rumors.
Go to it.
Go to it.
Well
You
met.
go to it. She's got nothing either.
Go to it.
Go to it. Why are we all saying this? I was looking for the person to give me questies. I have a feeling it was one of those people. That was a noise. Is everyone okay down there? You kids keep it down there. Where did this book come from? Oh, Jesus. How did I do that? Am I just launching things without knowing? Without meaning to? I mean, we're moving fast, but goddamn. Just summoning things to get yeeted. Get launched. I'm just trying to find who the head honcho is. But I suspect it was one of the peeps we saw earlier. So once again, we'll wait until after they're done. What's it called? Sparring. It's just weird they're sparring like in the entrance hallway. There's like, there's one thing if you go. I think there's a basement actually, a basement with a sparring hall.
Crisis is over, of course. How are you? But I can't help wondering what happens to the Empire now.
I wonder.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Of course.
Good Eye is very protective.
Good conversation. So yeah, they have like a sparring hall down here with blood splatters and places to sit and dummies. So you can spar down here. There's no need to just be fucking drawing swords in the main entrance, like the atrium.
Good day.
Alright, so she has nothing.
Bye.
How do you do?
And you're the porter. I shouldn't say just the porter, but not what we're looking for right now.
Good day.
Yeah. So this one ain't it. This one ain't it. So let's keep looking then. We'll try Leowin next. I'm just looking for a Fighters Guild quest to give me some gerbs, man. Reference to the first game, to Arena, because that's pretty impressive then. They got throwbacks that far. Over here? Where's that there? Fighters Guild. Oh, I'm looking right at it. Oh, do these guys still hate me, by the way?
The hands of a healer. Crime doesn't pay. We have long memories. We won't.
We won't forget. You have the hands of a healer. Oh, by the way, I remember when you murdered our town captain.
Stop talking.
Good times. It was for a Dark Brotherhood quest, but we done did it. Main questline of Arena? Oh, you're saying the Fighters Guild itself is like an Arena reference. Interesting, I gotcha. Cause yeah, I've never played Arena. I know really nothing about the game. I know a bit about Daggerfall, but not too much.
Pleasure to speak with you.
He's got nothing.
Go hurt something.
Go hurt something. Will do.
You were Martin's friend, weren't you?
Leowin.
Blackwood Company's a problem. Not for me. I mostly do training. But we don't see many contracts in Leowin Guild Hall. Blackwood gets
Just a big part of the game, yeah. It does not surprise me.
Good day.
I hope I can help. Farewell.
Checking on my doggy. Once again, I'm just struggling to find any information about, like, when's the next Fighters Guild quest gonna happen. I guess I can go back to the guy in Shaden Hall and, like, ask him for jobs, and he'll probably say, oh yeah, we would need to do more tasks for advancement. And he would give me the names. I just wish he would tell me, like, where those people are. We found one of them, but the others are a mystery to me. So I'm trying to find other peeps, but I suspect the main peeps are the ones we've already talked to. Excuse me. Whew. Well, that sneeze building. It was amassing. It was amassing momentum. Only played Skyrim, yeah. And Skyrim is between this and Morrowind and Skyrim is the one I have not played. What's up, Mr. Jet? Good to see you, buddy.
Honored to speak to
Champion of Cyrodiil, I'm so cool. I'm pretty neat.
Well met.
Yes, I've noticed that sometimes if you talk to somebody and they're in the middle of something, and then you talk to them again, when they're not doing something, you might get different conversation topics. So I'm wondering, by trying a couple times, I got the nimble fingies. Wondering if by talking to them a couple times, if I'll get different results.
Closing that Oblivion gate. If you need a blade, go see Toon Zeus at the dividing line. Does repairs too. He does go on and on sometimes, but he's the genuine orc in Leowin.
I was listening to her, but checking on Dexter dogs. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, the constant struggle of Fighters Guild gerbs. At least in the Mages Guild, it's all like centralized, but having to go around to all these different places is kind of annoying. So instead, let's try... What else is next? Can't go any further south. Already tried Breville. Try Skingrad. Yeah, we were in Skingrad earlier. One or 200 years. Yeah, it's yeah, we're in the past from Skyrim. I don't know how much. I know this game takes place not too long after the events of Morrowind. But is that it? Red? Does red mean Fighters Guild? That's a Mages Guild. That's almost like a Fighters Guild. Here we go.
Well met.
Actually, people might be asleep. It is 2 a.m. I would expect people very much to be asleep right now. So let's wait 7 hours. That should be enough. Speaking of being up late, I should probably wrap up pretty soon here. But I would really like to just get a beat on what's the next thing to do. That way, the next time we play this game, we can just jump right to it and not waste any time. So, goblin hunting. Yeah, I remember this.
He turned up dead.
Yeah, I remember the goblin hunting thing. That was kind of a red herring for a while. As he was like, hey, if you want something to do, there's a goblin cave. And we did the goblin cave. Then he was like, oh yeah, there's no reward. I just thought it'd be neat. Where's all the peoples? I want to be where the people are. Finish the main... Yes, I finished the main story. Finished the main story and the Dark Brotherhood questline and the Thieves Guild questline. So we've done quite a lot, but still a lot left to do. Is there literally only 2 people in this Fighters Guild? That can't be right. The basement, maybe? There's got to be peeps. Here's the peep. I knew the peeps were somewhere. Well, it's only a few, but still, it's better than nothing.
I'm in the Fighters Guild, yes. And I can train for weapon and shield parries.
Good. Theater shrines?
Yes. In fact, up in the Imperial Reserve, a long way northwest of Skingrad, I came upon a sanguine shrine. Gave it a wide berth.
I think we've already done that one.
Don't want to tangle with those.
You're in Skyrim? Not yet. I mean, there's... oh, map marker added. So I guess we've not done that one. I mean, Skyrim's up here. So, like, Bruma would be, like, right on the border between Skyrim and Bruma. Or Skyrim and Cyrodiil. And it's, like, 90% Nords anyway, so... It's like Skyrim... It's like a taste test for Skyrim. It's like a demo for Skyrim. Almost finished Pokemon Jet. Nice, bud.
Well met.
Sleeping for the collab. Oh, that's cool, Jet. What's the collab tomorrow, bud?
I loved walking by Salmo's place. The smell of his bread baking is amazing.
Be curious to hear what kind of stuff you be doing. Yeah, Skingrad is a no-go for Fighters Guild quests. Unless the guy up here has changed his mind. Where'd you go? Oh god, where is he? Here he is. Come back. No, don't leave me, please. I'm so lonely.
Good day.
Nothing. Okay. So, Skingrad's a bust. Kavach has been deleted from the world. I guess Anvil? I'm getting desperate here. Running out of Fighters Guild locations. Oh, that's so cool. Oh yeah, you and Elena, that's fantastic. It Takes Two. That's gonna be a good ass time, man. What time do you plan on starting it? Well, actually, shit, I might not get home till late. But yeah, I hope to catch some of it because that would be very fun to watch. I have heard that game is really, really something special. So you are in for a treat, my man. I'm guessing it'll be like a first-time playthrough. It must be in the next layer. Let's go swoosh over that way.
You've got some nimble fingers.
Thanks for acknowledging my nimble fingers. I'm not one to brag. While that guy's screaming death and destruction. We're all doomed. We're all fucked. Oh god. And that the two extremes of conversation in Oblivion. Complimenting nimble fingers and then doomsday prophesizing. Oh wait, not the cat. I'm an idiot. Not the castle.
Come on. You have my ear, citizen.
Oh, I can just jump over, can't? Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Anvil doesn't have a Fighters Guild. Well, that's a pity. Was this the last Fighters Guild? The last town? Surely I missed something. Let's look around. Oh, Mages Guild? Hey, I just walked by it earlier. Okay, good. Good. I knew there had to be something. For a town this size, they've got to have their own guild chapter. Although it is weird that the Imperial City, the capital, does not have their own guilds. The only one missing out. The Doomsday just happened. Yeah, well, he's saying more Doomsdays, though. He's saying we get even more where that came from. Lucky us.
You were Martin's friend, weren't you?
I'm pretty awesome.
I worry sometimes I'll go soft here. Training mostly and living easy. So now and then, I go out along the coast on my own just to stay in shape.
So he's got nothing. Maglir.
It's my pleasure.
Oh, I remember this guy. Yeah, that was from another quest.
Nothing I'd like to talk about. Vigdis, Fighters Guild.
Just down to business. Name and faction affiliation. Like a robot.
It's a wondrous encounter. A pleasure to speak with you.
God, no one's got jobs for me, man. I just want stuff to do. Because I'm so sad. Nobody has any Fighters Guild quests for me, and I'm so upset about it. Man, what am I missing? We checked Anvil. We checked Skingrad. Oh, Coral. I haven't checked Coral. That might be the last one, then. Last one to check. Did I check with you? He has nothing.
Good day.
Oh, he's not that ugly. Well, maybe a little bit. He's fine, though.
Go hurt something.
Hey, welcome back, Puzzle. Last Fighters Guild quest. So last Fighters Guild quest would have been the one with the ancestral tomb, where you go into the tomb to get her grandfather's sword and shield to help repay debt. So that one was from Skingrad, I believe. I think. And before that, we were doing quests in Shadenhall. And the last one we did there, I think the last one we did there was where we had to get the ectoplasm to placate the sad and like frustrated Fighters Guild dudes, because they were upset that they couldn't find work, much like how I'm struggling right now. They were upset they couldn't find work. and they were like trashing bars and whatnot because they couldn't they had nothing to do. Look at this guy. So yeah, because that rival Fighters Guild company thing. Oh my god, he's got a contract. Holy shit. We found the guy. All right, so he's the guy. He's the guy. So, how's with this? Let's wrap up here. It is, oh my god, it's 1:20. Good fucking god. I didn't mean to stay up this late, man. This is how this game goes. When you're like struggling to find like the next quest marker, sometimes it takes a minute. But anyway, yes, we're gonna wrap up here and find a raid target. But thank you for hanging out, friends. Thanks for bearing with us from the technical issues earlier, because again, we had to restart the stream a couple times. Had some technical snafus, which was annoying. But like I said, since I've lowered some of the settings on OBS, it means the stream isn't gonna look as pretty when I play this game, at least. But hopefully it'll be more stable. It's been more stable ever since we got past those initial issues. So let's hope it stays that way. So I appreciate your patience.